Welcome everyone to TJ and the Grumpy Old Man's live coverage of the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs game here this Sunday evening. I'm your host TJ, and with me here, as always, is the Grumpy Old Man. They say there is no shame in his game because he is always the same.
That's me.
We are coming off of what was a crazy, unbelievable, and I'm talking about, a sweaty palm on the edge of your seat game of the Sunday afternoon matchup of the Los Angeles Rams against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers down to the very last play. Another play, the third game in this divisional round that has been determined by a last-second field goal. All three of the three games so far played have all been determined by a field goal as the time on the clock expires.
Yeah, I don't see that in tonight's game.
Okay, what do you see in tonight's game, bro?
I see Buffalo just handling Kansas City. I think Buffalo's okay. All the games we watched so far, has any team really impressed you?
Here's the thing. The Rams are a really good team. I think Sean McVay is not a great coach, and I think that any way they can shoot themselves in the foot and find a way to lose, they try to. I mean, think about it. They had a 27-3 lead
in the third quarter.
No. In the fourth quarter, they had I think it was a 27-3 lead, either late, maybe it was late in the third quarter, whatever it was. Maybe late in the third quarter, they had a 24-point lead. And about any which way they could shoot themselves in the foot and find a way to lose, they almost did, except Tampa said, I'm going to one-up you by not covering Cooper Kupp on a deep fly route when there's 18 seconds left in the game.
Back-to-back plays. I mean,
the Rams had no timeouts left, too.
Do you remember what I told you the beginning of the season why Tampa Bay wasn't going to win? Their coaching staff is too dumb. Todd Bowles, guess what? You cost yourself a chance at a head coaching job today. Get used to being.
He'll get himself another head coaching
job.
No,
he won't. Absolutely no, he won't. No way.
People are going to overlook this poor performance.
No, you really think so?
People are going to overlook. I think even less of Byron Leftwich than they do of Todd Bowles.
I told you they both. That whole Tampa Bay coaching staff is a clown show. You got the king buffoon up at the top in Arians. What a freaking loser, right? And then you got the other two jabronis who are just first of all. Tom Brady runs the offense. I mean, Byron Leftwich just kind of along for the ride. You know how I can tell when Byron Leftwich is calling plays? It's a run every first down.
Well, here's the thing too, right? Tampa was getting the Rams are getting pressure in Tom Brady's face all game, doing exactly what they need to do. And it was mystifying to Byron Leftwich, like he didn't understand until the last two drives of the game that, oh, well, hold on a second. They're sending a four-man rush, and their ends are walking around our backup right tackle because the starting right tackle, Tristan Wirfs, is out injured. All-pro right tackle, he's out injured. And they're walking around left tackle. Maybe I need to give a running back and a tight end chip.
Somebody chip him. Just chip him.
It's so simple. It's so simple. And you see it on the first drive. You say, as soon as you get pressure, you need to start helping and providing a little bit of help for those tackles. And it was just, yikes. I'm sorry. I don't think much of either of those coordinators, but I don't think much of Sean McVay either. I mean, you talk about, the fish rots from the head. How many of those games have we seen the Rams go through and lose in an unconvincing fashion? They almost managed to do so today. The missed time snap by Matthew Stafford, he doesn't see it. The center goes ahead and prematurely snaps the ball. Cam Akers fumbling the ball with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the 25-yard line, fumbling the ball as he's walking into the end zone or having a chance to, set him up on the goal line. I'm sorry, just the mistakes that both of these teams had today left a lot to be desired. But it made for an interesting watch.
Yeah. I told you again, I knew what was going to beat Tampa, and it's eventually what beat Tampa. They're too dumb to win. And when you have the injuries like if they overcame it last year, Brady came in, which gave him a little bit of legitimacy, from the moron squad that's in charge over there. And this year with the injuries, it just wasn't enough. But then you see Brady at the end being Brady again, drives him down, puts him in the lead, and the defense, two plays. Who's the one guy who's going to beat you on that team? Cooper Kupp. Who's the one guy you let open twice? Cooper Kupp.
Well,
they had in the second quarter, it was, I think it was 10-3, and it's a 3rd and 20, and they let him get a 70-yard touchdown. How do you let that happen?
Yeah, well, again, was miscommunication, safety over top. He thought corner was going to get safety help. I mean, here's the thing, right?
Here's the thing with Todd
We can
Bowles.
talk about it until the cows come home, but I'll let you finish up your point, Grumpy,
Yeah,
and then we're gonna start talking about today's matchup right now that we're covering.
Yeah, here's the thing about Todd Bowles. They've drafted guys who are press man covers. And for some reason, he insists in playing them in zone where they're not good. I don't blame the players. Okay, the players are at blame, of course, but they're put in the wrong scheme. He's a dumbass. I mean, I'm sorry. Bowles is a moron. Leftwich is a moron, and they're run by the King Buffoon Arians.
Well, gotcha, Grumpy. Well, and we're going to be talking, I'm sure, about that game more later on. But today's game of the Kansas City Chiefs against the Buffalo Bills, I'm hoping we're going to get some of the same sort of excitement that we've received out of all three of these matchups that we've seen so far in the division round. Again, as I mentioned earlier, every single one of those games determined by a last-second field goal. Now, you think the Buffalo Bills have the clear edge into this evening's game. Tell me why.
Josh Allen. Josh Allen. Josh Allen is he's gonna rule. He's gonna roll through the rest of the playoffs.
You really think he's going to roll? I think whoever wins this game tonight will beat Cincinnati. And again, I get it that Joe Burrow, what do they call him? Big Dick Joe Burrow, in the locker room. Big Dick Joe. I'll tell you this, it's. I wonder if ever the moment's going to be too big, or if they ever kind of wake up and they pinch themselves and like, holy crap, we're in the AFC Championship. Well, holy crap, we're in the Super Bowl. I'm wondering if there's ever going to be that moment of realization for them. I don't think Cincinnati's the best team in the league. I think talent wise, I still think the Rams are the best team out there. But I think whoever wins this matchup tonight, whether the Kansas City Chiefs or the Buffalo Bills, I think they are going to go ahead and
your Super Bowl champions coming out of this game tonight.
Yes. I think our well, I'm not sure the Super Bowl champion, but I think
I am.
Okay, gotcha. Now I disagree with you a bit though. I think Kansas City at home, Patrick Mahomes, I still think they pull this one out. I think it's going to be in for a close game. I know that the Buffalo Bills came out and absolutely beat the hell out of the Patriots. I just don't.
They
see
also
that
beat the hell out of the Chiefs earlier in the year.
Okay, we talked about it, and the team's a lot different from Week 5 than it is currently at the moment.
Yeah, Buffalo's better. Buffalo was built.
City's better than they were too.
Every move that Buffalo did this offseason was designed to beat Kansas City.
So what happens if they don't win?
It doesn't matter. They are going to win. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. I don't think this game's even gonna be close.
Oh, come on. Tony Cheese here saying, sorry, Grump. Always a good day when Brady gets booted from the playoffs. I've got that haterade in a jug over here. And what a film's there saying Brady and Rodgers both done. Let's see if the Bills can oust Mahomes. This Bills team is a great story. Go Bills.
I'm rooting for the Bills. The Bills, Cincinnati. I don't care about the NFC anymore. It's over. I mean, honestly,
I tell you, Jesus. We'll talk about the choke fest that happened in last night's game with Green Bay. We'll talk about that in the podcast after the show, Grumpy. Yeah. But let's cover it here. The Bills are getting the balls first, Grump, and we're going to see what Josh Allen can do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must be way ahead of you already.
Yeah, we just got the first pass. We've got a pass, a dump off there to running back. He picks up enough for the first down.
If you could just let me know when the next snap is.
Oh, my God, Grumpy. How far ahead were you of me? That's right.
Plenty. Here's the thing. It's because here's the thing. I have, DirecTV, and you have, I don't know, rabbit ears. I don't know what you have.
I stream everything on my phone. You know that, Grump.
Well, there you go.
Jurel saying, I think we need to start it off with that Josh Bailey meme. Oh, we did. We'll show. We're going to post it on social media too, Drew. But I tell you.
Are they snapping yet?
No, not yet, Grumpy.
Okay.
Now we've got the snap of the second play.
Okay.
A little okay. Oh, holy shit! You can't drop that.
Got to catch the ball right in your hand.
I was gonna say he's open. You can't be dropping that. Well, here's the thing too. Kansas City's defense has tightened up as of recent. Are they going to be able to get pressure on Josh Allen? Are they going to be able to keep him in the pocket? That's the big thing too, right? When he gets out there and he's running, it's really tough for your smaller defensive backs, corners, safeties to bring down that big guy in Josh Allen.
Yeah. To me, he's really elevated his play. He's a stud in the league now.
I think so too. I think even though this year maybe took a little bit of a step back, I think he's a fantastic quarterback. I mean, he's a guy who's top 10, not about it. Well, he gets wrapped up. It's going to be about 3rd and 8, grumpy old man.
Yeah, 3rd and
Buffalo Bills.
This is where his things. They went with a couple of little short passes. If Knox catches that pass, he's running away from everybody on that slant across the middle. He's got to catch that. That's a big gainer that they left out there on the field. And his thing, you have to execute, right? Everything's about execution.
Absolutely. Don't
Oh, look at this
execute, you're
guy.
not gonna win. I tell
This
you,
guy thinks he's a Chiefs lion or something.
I was about to say I don't know. Maybe he's one of those famous, team fans. He goes to every game. We've got here a long 3rd and 9. But the Bills, I did not know they're 3rd in the NFL in third down conversion percentage. He's got plenty of time back there in the pocket. We'll see.
Short.
We talk about this though.
2
Look
yards
at the
short.
route. Look at the play call. The route is designed to run 7 yards downfield. It's a 7-yard out.
Oh, it's 4th down.
It's 4th and 2. Yeah, it's 4th and 2. And it looks like the Josh Allen of the
Screw
Buffalo
it.
Bills might be going for it on 4th and 2.
Yeah.
McDermott's taking a different approach, saying, screw this. We're not going
We're in it to win it. That's what he's saying. We're in it to win it. Good for
I
you,
want-
Sean McDermott.
I wonder if he's going to try to draw him off sides or if he's actually going to go for this. But
You got
I
the
mean,
horse
don't.
quarterback.
Here's the other thing too. If you had the mindset of, hey, even if it's 4th and 3, we're going for it, that pass makes sense. But I don't get the 7-yard route when you need 9. Never understand that.
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely officially going for it. Josh Allen on
He's
a
running for it, and of course he gets the first down easily. That's the difference between Buffalo and every other team. They have that horse at quarterback who can throw, has a. I mean, the kid has impressed me more and more. You knew where this was going. No chance for Kansas City. None.
It's early,
baby.
Frank K here saying, "What a game! That was so fixed, though. Got to keep the audience interested." I think the Rams did anything they could to shoot themselves in the foot. I think that I'll be honest. I really thought that hit that Weddle delivered should have been a targeting penalty. Should have been during the course of play. I know the ball had hit the ground, but it should have been called targeting or labeled targeting. He should have been tossed out of the game. They should have been given a first down. But
again, that's that little screen pass to the running back is there all day. A gain of 4. Like I said, they're just methodically moving the ball down the field. It's pretty obvious they're going. It's 4 down territory. The whole game is 4 down territory for Buffalo.
Okay. Well, it was 4th and 2 at about the 50-yard line in no man's land. They want to get a first down. They want to establish some sort of game plan there with the line of scrimmage that, hey, we're not going to be pushed around. We're going to play more. We're going to be playing a more aggressive style this year. We're not going to, leave this to where Patrick Mahomes can beat us here at the end. We're not going to give you any chance or us any chance to look back and to recollect on it later on.
Big run by Singletary. Here's the thing. Kansas City's defense is not very good. See, that's the issue. Kansas City's defense is just not very good.
Okay. It's the first drive. It's the first drive, Grump. You might want to break.
I can't even remember the last time that Buffalo punted. It's been weeks.
Well, they didn't have to punt against the Patriots, and the Patriots are miserable. So I tell you. Devin Singletary with enough for the first down.
And there's your example why you don't draft running backs in the first round. Devin Singletary out of Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, 3rd round guy.
Yeah.
But he's not a fantastic back. He would be a good 1A, 1B back if he had an actual horse. I mean, they lack a little bit in the running back department, in my opinion. But he picks up enough there for the catch, and Singletary
runs by the linebackers. Whoa.
Well, you're playing zone coverage, and he hits it to the outside. So yeah, that's what happens, Grump. But again,
you remember what I said?
Well,
weeks ago.
Go ahead.
Who are they getting more involved in the game plan? You remember? I said it 2 weeks ago, and you poo-pooed me then. Devin Singletary.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
hold on, question, Grump. How do you think it's going to look there when, again, the field continues to get more condensed? Yeah, you're going to see a lot of movement. Guess what? The Kansas City Chiefs are going to move the ball right down on the Buffalo Bills defense as well.
Okay, let's see. Buffalo's got the best defense in the league. So let's see.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, here you go. You got a little jet sweep. He picks up enough of the first down, but then is out of bounds.
It's close.
Here's the thing: when you're starting with the misdirection, when you kind of get closer there, it kind of tells you what you're thinking. But I'll be interested to see again what the game plan looks like here. 1st and 5 or 1st and goal from about the 5-yard line. Buffalo has looked. They moved the ball. I mean, they've just been moving the ball at will so far.
Yeah, that's definitely a first down inside the 5.
Yeah. Maybe there's going to be first and goal from the 4 or 5-yard line. I mean, they've moved the ball at will. They've got 9 plays so far this drive, 68 yards. So, I mean, they're moving the ball with quite ease.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Grumpy. Remember when I told you you're going to try to outsmart yourself because when you get that condensed field, you're not going to be able to throw the ball like you have been.
I thought he just should have ran it.
Yeah. Well,
Stop me if you can. That's what I think.
He doesn't want
Stop me if you can.
Okay. I look at how many guys are in the box though on that one.
He could have run the ball, got it down to the 1 without anything. He was looking for a little pass interference or hold.
Yeah. So Bill B saying bye Brady. Drew L saying I think it's 2nd and goal now from the 4-yard line, and I mean Singletary breaking tackles out there. He picks up about 2 yards. It's gonna be about 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, Grumpy, or 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 there from the goal line.
Yeah. Oh.
Is Tyrann Mathieu? He got a concussion.
Who cares? He just saving himself the embarrassment of getting owned because I'm sure he's back on the field.
Yeah, no, they're highlighting him because he just got a knee to the helmet and he's still not on the field. That's why they're highlighting him, Grump.
I do the rollout play right here. Stop me if you can. I would have done 4 stop me if you cans with Josh Allen, period.
Well, Josh Allen,
they did stop him on that play. Got him down to 2.
Here it is, right? When you got that condensed field, just like I told you, you can't just run the ball as easy as you could. So here now you're 4th and 2. I kick a field goal on the road. 4th and 2. You don't want to move the ball like this and come away with no points. It looks really dumb if you don't come. And this is an RP. This is. I'm sorry. That's a read option right there. He says I'm going to take it in. But again, you've got the condensed field. It's really tough to move the ball when everybody's jammed in the box like that. I'm saying the strengths they have are going to be tough. I know you said that the Chiefs defense, they're not as good as other defense. They're not the Patriots. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, they're worse.
They're going for it. Fourth and about 1.5 yards. We've got a pitch here to the outside edge. They pick
an easy touchdown.
They pick up a touchdown. Devin Singletary gets to the outside edge. 4th and 1. The Buffalo Bills score touchdown, converting on 2 4th down conversions on this drive.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Oh, he could do it, Grumpy. I mean, you're acting like I've got a rooting interest in the game.
I'm just saying, I mentioned it on the show 2 weeks ago, and you poo-pooed me like you always do. I said they've really gone out of the way.
Hold on. They needed to go for it on 4th down twice this drive to score a touchdown, okay? That doesn't going for it on 4th down every single time.
So that doesn't count. So we should just take those 7 points off the board?
No. I'm saying you're acting like as if they've moved. Oh, they're so fantastic. Move the ball. Well, they had to go for it on 4th down twice on this drive. You're not going to be going for it on 4th down twice every single drive and converting those. That's all I'm going to say. It's early yet in the game, Grumpy, for you to be saying, oh.
Well, see, you didn't even let me finish the point I was trying to make.
Make it then.
I told you 2 weeks ago how they were trying to get Devin Singletary more involved in the offense because they were too Josh Allen centric. And I said that to you, and you just, no, Grumpy. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, I said Devin Singletary is not a good back, and he's not. Devin Singletary is not a good running back. He's a stopgap guy. He's a guy. Okay, when you're looking at top running backs, do you put Devin Singletary in the top 10? No. Maybe do I put him at 15? Okay, yeah, sure, I can argue for it. He's not top 10 back, Grump. He's an average running back.
You're
trying to get an average running back. You know what it's like? You know what it's like? It's like the Kansas City Chiefs when they try to get Clyde Edwards-Helaire involved in the offense. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not a top running back. If you had a top-tier running back trying to get him involved in the offense, would make a little more sense in that category.
The question was, they were too Josh Allen centric. That's what you said.
Yes.
And I said they've made a conscious effort of getting Devin Singletary more involved in the offense in the last few weeks, and you poo-pooed me. I'm just saying that's what you did.
What does it mean by poo-poo? What are you trying to say by I poo-poo?
Like, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That's what.
I said I still don't think, again, that Singletary is the right answer. Yeah,
what does that have to do with them trying to become less Josh Allen centric by involving him in the offense? Absolutely nothing.
You're gonna take the ball out of your best player's hand and give it to a guy who's an inferior talent. That's exactly what it has to do with.
Okay, well, it looks like it's working for them the last 3 weeks.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying they made a conscious effort to get away from Josh Allen ball because it was limiting them offensively, making them too easy to defend. That's what you're seeing here. That's what you saw last week and the last 2 weeks. That's what in the regular season. That's what you saw from Buffalo.
It's been one drive, and you're acting like it's worked out perfectly. They had to convert two different 4th down conversions.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, so they were able to execute on 4th down. That's fine.
That's right.
Well, there you go. That tells me they're ready to go. And I'm going to tell you again. Every offseason move, they made this last past offseason was predicated on beating the Chiefs. The Chiefs is all they cared about.
Okay, and I'll pose the same question. I know you said it doesn't matter. I said, what happens if they don't beat the Chiefs? What happens if they, we cannot sustain going for it on 4th down 2, 3, 4, 5 times every single drive? What happens then, Grump?
Then you go to next year.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
That's my point. I'm just saying, when you're trying to say they geared up to win the Super Bowl, they had inadequacies on their team.
Look at them. Kansas City, they're already losing their minds on the sideline. I'm telling you what, they were already imploding. When did we see this?
Tyrann Mathieu going to the locker room probably has a concussion.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, little badger boy. Bye-bye, honey badger. Boop, 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 boop. See you later.
Oh, grumpy. Drew L says here, I think my friend made like $22,000 off the Rams game with his Nets. Oh, look at that. There it is. Hey, nice.
Well, I would have picked the Rams. That's for sure.
Tony Cheese saying here, as a Jets fan, I'd say it, but I like Josh Allen and the Bills. Kind of rooting for him.
Yeah, me too.
Here's the thing. I mean, Mahomes and Kansas City are good, and it's going to get to a point to where I'm not sure if it's the same degree, but people are not going to like Kansas City because of Mahomes, and they're so damn good. Just the kind of the same way you have like Brady haters out there when he used to play for New England. You're going to see them always in the finals, the conference finals game, year in and year out, of winning Super Bowls in and out.
That's why people still like Aaron Rodgers, because he doesn't win anything.
People were so happy when Aaron Rodgers got the boot yesterday, Grumpy.
Freaking loser, man. I told you he was a loser. The only team as a Tampa fan I was worried about was the Rams. Because
Kansas City now starting off with the ball at their own 26-yard line, and they pick up about a good solid 4 yards on the rush. Again, I'll be interested to see kind of how, as the game settles in, what things look like. I mean, this Kansas City team is going to move the ball up and down the field on that Buffalo defense, and I think it's going to be, again, you said you don't expect a close game. I expect this one to come down to the wire. Whoever's got the ball last is winning this game.
Okay, we'll see. It could be like that.
And I think that's good too. Hey, as a neutral fan, I'm just looking for an interesting game. I'm looking for an exciting game. I wish we could have done the Tampa Bay Los Angeles Rams game, Grumpy, but I know
there was no way. There was no way we could do that. Oh, look at that! That usually really dependent Tyreek Hill wide receiver screen just sniffed right out. Gave him a little snuffle up against action. Sniffed it right out. What do you think about that? Go Buffalo, yeah.
Alexander's saying, what a game that was between the Rams and the Bucks for certain it was. Mario's saying, difficult to win without illegal videos and fully inflated balls. Oh, Mario, you sounded like a little butthurt there on that one. Yeah. I'd tell you, my God.
Big third down play.
Yeah, big third and 6. And Patrick Mahomes, it looks like he's going to get. How the hell is God? He gets enough for the first down. How the hell does he keep that play alive?
But it's fourth down. A little short.
Watch it again. He's on. Look at this. I thought he bounced off the stomach of the defender. I don't know how the hell he just look at the ability to move around in the pocket. Yeah, he got the first. Watch that again. He gets the first. If they replay that, you'll see it via the line of scrimmage. He gets it because he bounces off the defender first, and then he rolls forward. He got the first down.
The first, okay.
Yeah. So first, I don't know how the hell Mahomes stayed up like that.
Well, he's really good in the pocket.
He's crafty as shit.
He's a guy who does nice catch, Kelsey.
I mean, a little behind him, Kelsey. That's one he wants to come up with, though.
I'm sorry.
That's one Kelsey wants to come up with.
Yeah. He was on my fantasy team this year. He had a lot of drops like that this year.
Alexander said, my God, I just won $200. Just wow. Tony Cheese saying hashtag never kick.
I'm all for that.
Man. I tell you. So,
now Kansas City does lead the league in scoring on first drives 9 times this year. Led the NFL.
Yeah.
So they come out. Andy Reid is good at drawing up plays to start. There's McKinnon again. I'm surprised he's starting at the running back position, to be honest with you.
Again, like Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
They got Williams. They got Williams too.
They're another team that doesn't have a running back. They pissed away a first-round pick. What was it, 2 years ago? And Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a running back, and you're like, okay, he didn't foot the bill either. And you just think to yourself, but unless he's a fantastic specimen, don't go ahead and don't piss away first-round picks on running backs.
Yeah, but they were coming off a Super Bowl win, and you would think that's one thing they didn't have was a running back, and he thought he was kind of tailor-made for this offense.
Yeah, well, they kind of missed the mark on that one a bit. Patrick Mahomes steps up.
He's running. He's going to get it.
First down.
He big room in the middle.
Plenty of yards. My goodness gracious. He picks up about, 30-some-odd yards, Grump?
More than that.
Man, the pocket, I was about to say, the pocket right there started collapsing, and
the whole thing, the whole center of the field is wide open. You let him escape up the middle like that, that's going to go. And there's a hold. The Kansas City guy was definitely holding the Buffalo player. That didn't get called out.
No hold. But anyway,
that was no hold. Okay,
Grumpy.
He dragged him down. No problem.
Continuing right along there, it was a double team right there. Anyway, they picks up about 30 some odd yards. Kansas City Chiefs. Again, I really feel like this is going to be a game that the last person who's got the ball is going to win.
Well, that'll make fun for us. That's what's right.
I was about to say a little bit of a jet sweep action here by Hardman. He picks up about a good solid 5 or 6 yards. From now, they're kind of moving down. They're getting ready to enter the red zone of the Buffalo Bills.
Very true.
Singletary's getting that touchdown won me $200. TJ,
Wow.
already starting with Grump. I'm not starting with anybody else.
Yeah, everyone knows you are because you attacked me.
Alexander says,
if you think you know better, you just shut me down because you will never listen to a different viewpoint.
If that's not the freaking pot calling the kettle black. Alexander says, Grump, do you think Brady retired? We'll talk about that after the show for certain. I feel like that's going to be a topic of discussion here in this evening's podcast.
Ooh,
dude,
that maneuverability.
I'll be honest with you. Every time I watch it, I was like, okay, he's going to be sacked right there. It looks like he's stepping up the pocket. He's calm, cool, and collected back there. And he moves so well in the pocket.
And here's the thing. For a guy who's mobile, I like his type of mobile quarterback.
He does not take a lot of contact. The mobility of him kind of reminds me of Russell Wilson's mobility a bit. He doesn't take a lot of hard hits. You know what I mean? Some quarterbacks, like Allen, he's better at it, but he takes a lot of hard hits. He's got to utilize his body. He was more of a Cam Newton mover. But I mean, Mahomes is really, really safe with what he does. Tries to minimize impact on his body.
Yeah, like I said, for me, for a mobile quarterback, he's more of a pocket passer with the ability to be mobile. Oh, and there you go.
Look at
that's a terrible. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. I cannot believe they threw a flag on that.
Well, okay. Well, let's talk first about he's got pressure right in his face. Mahomes does. He does a little pump fake, and it gets the defender to leave his feet. He just simply sidesteps him, and then he does make a pass. It looks like they're going to be calling pass interference against the Buffalo Bills on this.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. The guy just made a tackle on him. I don't think it was pass interference. I think they didn't like the tackle after he dropped the ball. I'm like,
well, hold on. They're talking to Sean McDermott, which would indicate maybe it's on the offense, like an illegal pick. Let's see here. Ineligible player downfield. So Grumpy wasn't okay. That's why you don't jump to conclusions, Grump. But
you're the one who said it was pass interference, not me.
No, I didn't even see the flag. You said, no, that's a bad call. I didn't even see the flag first, Grump. Illegal man downfield. So we've got here now second. I'm shocked you didn't take the penalty. 2nd and 10 now.
Yeah, well,
for this Bills defense, and then the Chiefs are going to have the same sort of issues the Bills will. As that field continues to condense as you get closer there to the end zone, it's going to be tougher to navigate and run your style of offense. I mean, you've got Travis Kelce, who's a big threat down there. I feel like he's the guy to go to. Right, you're about 3rd and 5 right now. There's only 3 minutes left on the clock in the first quarter.
2 drives.
Wow. Hey, man, this may be, even though their teams are going to be scoring, left and right, maybe we're going to be running not like it won't be 40-40, something like that. But I think the teams will score, and every drive is obviously going to be of paramount importance as you're in divisional round for certain.
Buffalo needs to do a better job of keeping Mahomes in the pocket.
That's
agree. When he's at his most dangerous.
Is when he can kind of move around back there.
And here we go. He
fakes the pass.
He's going to escape again.
And he picks up the touch. Is it a touchdown?
No.
Okay, maybe he's a little short. Okay. Okay. Now they're giving him a touchdown.
Wow. Okay.
Here's the thing. If it wasn't a touchdown, it was close to it. And, Mahomes doing a lot with his legs on that drive. A lot of the yardage he picked up and the touchdown was all via his legs.
Okay. Kansas City's not going to beat Buffalo if Patrick Mahomes is running the ball. If they can continue to cover his wide receivers, they will not win the game. You can just book it. And that is a touchdown.
Okay. So Grump, let me ask you this then. You think, hey, it's not going to be a recipe for success. I would argue the same thing on Kansas City's side, right? Buffalo will not win the game if you've got to convert 2 different 4th down conversions every single drive. Not going to happen. But let's get to some comments here because I'm sure they're going to put this extra point through the uprights. Alexander says, hot take. Rodgers ends up with us. I don't know. Well, I don't know. We're talking about all that here after the show. So
I think he's done with Green Bay. I
think he's done with Green Bay, right? If maybe they won a Super Bowl, things would have been different. But I think he's as good as gone. And he says, Grump, do you think the Honey Badger's a top 5 safety? I think he is.
No.
I think it was a lot of it based off of rep and what he did in college.
Absolutely. He's okay. He's not a liability back there, but he's nowhere near top 5.
Alexander saying, God, Mahomes is amazing. He's a fantastic quarterback. Unbelievable quarterback. Mahomes is a magician. Yeah.
You've seen him run more on that first drive than
He
probably
probably would like
the majority of the year.
I mean, on that drive, I mean, he does it. How often do you see him like, hey, I've got to go ahead and pick up 50 yards total for us to score a touchdown? Not too often. What a film saying, Grumpy, if the Bills lose, can you possibly find a way to blame Josh Bailey?
I'm sure I'll think of something.
I heard Josh Bailey was a big fan of the Bills, and he invited the team over to have team dinner at his house. So maybe
he was their offensive coordinator in training.
Oh, good gracious. It's all Bailey's fault, says Alexander. But I mean, back and forth right now. I mean, the first quarter is almost all elapsed time-wise. 7-7 on the board, Grump. I think we're going to be in for a real treat. All these games for the divisional round after how, I mean, hard to watch some of those wild card weekend games were. This divisional round has really been a treat. All three games have so far, and I think that this game is going to be the same.
Well, the NFL's getting what it wants.
Yeah. Hey, as many eyes on the TV as long as possible and as many close games that go down to a last-second deciding field goal. When I see that happen, I kind of think to myself, are they pulling the strings in some capacity? I always wonder that when every game goes down to a last-second. I mean, as a fan, right, if I'm just thinking to myself, okay, ignorance is bliss. I love it. But, yeah, it's just a little coincidental that that's the case so far.
I'm just not a big believer in coincidence. Let me just put it to you that way.
Neither am I. So,
and I absolutely believe that officials do things to keep games close. Absolutely.
I do agree with that too. Now I tell you, San Francisco's game last night was one that shocked me, and we'll talk about that later. But my God. Rodgers. I mean, you talk about him. I'll let you go ahead and say, "Oh, I knew he was a joker." I always say it. I'll let you go ahead.
I told you that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it would be this week. I thought it'd be next week. He's 0-4 against San Francisco in his career.
Mm.
And like we mentioned on Thursday, Kyle Shanahan had never lost to Matt LaFleur. So, really? Like I said, Styles, and that's the same reason why I thought that Tampa was going to lose today. If Tampa was healthy, they would have won today, but they weren't.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I forgot to say here, guys, if you're new to the podcast, welcome. This is a twice a week sports podcast where we talk about, again, all things sports and have a good time, just having fun and shoot the shit. We go live every single Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're new to the channel, we invite you to stick around a while, subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, and follow on Twitter. We'll go live and do our normal podcast after the game, after we cover this game here this evening. But Grumpy, the Buffalo Bills have the ball back once more. I'm going to be starting at their 25-yard line, I believe. So let's see what they could do, Grump. Let's see if we're going to see the same dominance on offense that we saw exhibited on the first drive by the Bills.
That little wider, those little, Kansas City's going to have to make some adjustments on that because that's an easy 4 or 5 yards on first down every time. Every time.
They're running a few wideouts deep in the zone, right? They start to go ahead and back that off, and they just hit the little running back or the wide receiver, whoever's motioned to the backfield. They just go ahead and give a little dump off pass to him, and they pick up yards. I'm sure Tyrod Matthews out for the rest of the game.
He's fine. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Tony G saying, yellow flag, too many Bailey references, flags for everyone, including the listeners. What a film saying. Bailey is from ooh.
Using a lot of wide receiver runs here today, which is a little surprising.
Yeah, I was about to say they're giving that to McKenzie once more, so it's gonna be about 3rd and 4. Well, it tells you what they think regarding the running game, what they think of the running back. If they have a horse
misdirection, they think they can get him on misdirection plays. That's what they think.
Yeah, if you got a guy who's an absolute horse back there and a stud, you're not worried about misdirection. You're saying our guy's going to beat yours in open field situations.
You don't want your quarterback running the ball every play.
No, I'm not talking about Allen. I'm talking about if you had a stud running back. That's how that works. But 3rd and 4, they pick up enough for the first down, pick up about 5 or 6 yards. The completion to Stephon Diggs picks up enough for the first down.
What's the difference so far in the game? Kansas City is not able to stop the weapons of Buffalo, and Buffalo stopping the weapons. They're just not stopping Mahomes yet. Mahomes is, like I said, Mahomes isn't going to run the ball for 200 yards today. That's not going to happen. They're going to have to get some guys open.
Well, they're still only about at their own 36-yard line. They have picked up 7 first downs today, but they do have a clean set of downs. Look at that. I'm telling you, here's a little play action. And that's the same play that we saw from earlier, where you've got the play action that Dawson Knox dropped, but it seems like they probably jammed him at the line of scrimmage. It took a little longer to develop, and he only picks up 1 yard.
And the fact that he's not really a great player either.
I think Dawson Knox is, I mean,
he's
a top 10. He's a top 10 tight end in the league, no?
He's okay. There's nothing special about him. He's okay.
Really?
Yeah, really. He's okay.
Okay.
He has games where he puts up good numbers, and here's the thing: he drops a lot of passes right in his hands. That's his issue. He drops a lot of balls. Is that the type of guy you want to throw the ball to all the time? Not me.
Well, here it is, already the end of the first quarter, but maybe it's gone by quick. The game has gone by quick, ladies and gentlemen. It's only a matter of time before we start getting a whole bunch of TV timeouts thrown in there to say, hey, we've got to slow the action down a bit, guys. We need more TV timeouts. We need more TV commercials.
That's exactly what it's going to be. They're gonna dream up, and this is what they know what they're doing. The NFL's been at this game a long time. They're like,
how can we get more advertisers jammed in? Sorry.
We've sold a lot of TV time here. He's down a little bit. Blow the whistle. Hey, let's go to TV timeout. I know he was able to get off the field, but let's blow that whistle and stop. You're not going to see any of the commercials where they're showing the commercials during the play.
Yes.
They're going to go out of their way to make sure that they stop play.
Yeah.
That was fast. I mean, that's a really, really fast first quarter.
For certain it is. Alexander says, if they made a movie about Josh Bailey, who do you think would play him?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I'll have to give that some thought.
What a film's here saying.
Thomas Redmayne.
I'm going to blame. What was that, Crump?
Thomas Redmayne, the guy who was in those Harry Potter spinoff movies. He looks a little soft to me.
I don't know what that is. What a film's saying here. Hell, I'm going to blame the 4 Super Bowl losses on Josh Bailey.
He was a fan of them back then.
And he was born 2 years before Buffalo's 4 Super Bowl losses. Bailey's bad luck with him 400 miles away.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I tell you. It for certain is. But we've got the end of the first quarter. Both offenses look like they're moving the ball well. I know you said, hey, you start off thinking the Buffalo Bills are going to run away with this game. Are you still holding that sentiment?
Yeah. Yeah, because Mahomes isn't able to get – and there's no one getting open on his end. So it's all – he was the whole first drive, and that's not the Kansas City game plan. You know that, right?
I know it's not the Kansas City game plan, but what are you going to do to stop that? You're going to leave a spy over there to stop Mahomes, then he's going to have the extra man open.
Just maintain your rush lanes. Keep him in the pocket. You keep Patrick Mahomes in the pocket, you can beat them.
It's a lot easier said than done, though.
Okay, yeah. So you got to maintain your rush lanes. When they get out of rush lanes, that's when he's able to escape outside. And they've beaten their blockers too. He's really, really good in the pocket. He's really good at that. You just need to maintain your rush lane. Just stay there because they can't get anybody open right now. Right now is what I said.
Michael Cera would play Josh Bailey. That is actually accurate. I think Michael Cera would play Josh Bailey. But we're back to action. 2nd and 9 from the Buffalo Bills. 30. What do you call that?
37. 37.
About a 4-man rush. Dawson Knox picks up. He's fighting for it. He picks up close to enough for a first down. It's probably going to be about 3rd and 1 here. Yeah, they're getting close to the midfield mark, the Buffalo Bills.
It's 4th down territory.
I was about to say, for them, right? I think anytime you get close to the halfway mark, that's what you're going to be going for it on 4th down every single situation.
This is QB sneak for me. QB sneak. Just get your first down.
Keep it simple.
Yep.
Keep it simple. Line them up under center, QB sneak. Again, he's lined up in a shotgun, so there will be no QB sneak. Well, they motion a fullback, and then okay, he does a quarterback keeper. See, like those type of hits take and wear and tear on you, and if you have to utilize them like that, he's going to feel that towards the end of the game.
They only need him for 3 more weeks. He's got the whole offseason to rest up.
But they bite on the running back or the running option there by the running back, and you got the read option. Allen keeps it.
Yeah, that's where he's such a weapon.
Wow.
He's
Yeah,
just so big and strong.
I just don't like how he's got to take such a punishment in order for them to move the ball downfield. I mean, even though you said, hey, Mahomes had to go ahead and escape out of the pocket, he didn't take a single hit.
Yeah.
It's just two different styles. A little quick pass out there to the flats, and
Nothing.
Kansas City
Nothing.
sniffs it out.
And they're starting to get up there a little bit more.
And right when you do that, what does it leave? It leaves the deep threats more wide open. It leaves Stephon Diggs open for a deep pass and a catch there. Josh Allen has a fantastic arm. It leaves those deep balls open, Grumpy.
Yeah, but nice adjustment by the Kansas City defense on that play. I said they were going to have to adjust to it because you can't give up 4, 5, 6 yards every single first down on those little dump offs to the outside. Eventually, you have to come up, and they did a nice job there.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10 now. They are in Kansas City territory, though. Oh, man.
Oh, back shoulder.
I
That's
don't know if it was just a little timing, a little bit of a timing issue, or maybe you got Kansas City. I'm not sure. Maybe the Chief was holding out of the break. I'm not sure. But it looked like the timing was off just by a fraction. It'd be 3rd and 10 for the Bills.
Design back shoulder. Kansas City's defensive backs always hold, by the way. That was just, I think that Davis didn't come out of his break soon enough.
He ran the route too deep.
Yeah.
But there was no touching. Kansas City guy was just continuing to run straight. He didn't he didn't make any contact.
It's a big play.
Yep, 3rd down. Passing completion percentage, he's at 55.5%, 15 touchdowns and 6 interceptions this year. Josh Allen, you get pressure in his face. Holy hell! And did he fumble the ball?
No, he's got the ball.
Well, the Kansas City Chiefs come up with a sack. I assume this 4th and long is going to be one where the Bills will decide to punt.
Sure. But see, to me, that was all set up by Kansas City sniffing out that little wide receiver screen on 1st down because they were picking up, like I said, it was actually fumbled.
I thought he fumbled, and I wasn't sure. But look at that. You talk about, boop, it hits right off the Chief and puts it right back into Josh Allen's stomach. Fortuitous bounce there, but they'll take it. 4th and 20. The Buffalo Bills are going to be punting the football.
He was only sacked 26 times this year, 4th fewest in the league.
Really?
Yep.
Oh. Well, we're going to see let's see how oh, man. Are the Bills going to be able to get on it? A nice job by special teams. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to have about, 98, 99 yards to drive to score a touchdown here on this drive. A fantastic job by the Bills special teams unit.
Yeah, you can always tell when you see the punt returner running up the field like, yeah, I'm going to catch it. You know the ball's past him, and he's afraid of it going into he wants it to go in the end zone, have nobody chase it.
Yeah.
It's a dead giveaway every time.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Those guys know to say, hey, you're not really looking for that. You're looking at your spot.
Really? Football players are dumb. Football players are dumb.
Okay, when you see the receiver, or the return man waving for the fair catch like that, and he's running up somewhere else, you're not worried about that. As soon as you see that fair catch, you get to your spot.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. That's why he runs up. They stop running down the field.
Well, that's a good job by the Bills. Good job by the special teams unit. They're going to have a long way to go, Grumpy Old Man, for a touchdown. Hard pressed. Will we be able to see a little bit more of those weapons utilized? Will we see a little bit more out of Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce on this drive?
They're going to have to involve other players in the offense besides.
It was only just the first. It's only just the first drive.
I'm just saying, Buffalo did a nice job covering their receivers.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, but again, it's early yet in the game.
I think Buffalo is the more physical team of the two. Overall, they're the more physical team.
Both, we're in for a treat too. You talk about quarterback play. I mean, you look at the first game. Not really mobile quarterbacks, guys that are good passers, kind of towards the tail end of both of their careers, Matt Stafford and Tom Brady towards the tail end. And we have a little bit of a different treat in store for us on this coverage of the game. You've got Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes both entering the primes of their career, both very mobile, both very talented. They're magicians back there, and their pocket presence is quite phenomenal. So a little bit of a different treat in the quarterback department than the Saturday afternoon game. Sunday afternoon game.
Without a doubt.
Yes, absolutely, Grumpy Old Man. Well, dude.
But see, as you can tell,
commercials are going to freaking drive me nuts.
They got to get them in.
Jesus.
I told you it was going to happen. That first quarter went way too fast.
Every single one, they're going to have these extended TV timeouts. You're just kind of like, damn it. Ugh.
And then the referees, they go, okay, we ran them. ready to start the play.
I forgot Joe Tooney was a left guard for the Chiefs.
Yep, signed from as a
Patriots,
unrestricted
right?
free agent from the Patriots last year.
They're going to get 99 yards. The Kansas City Chiefs are at their 1 yard line, lining up in an empty backfield set. Well, here you go. They're motioning a guy in the backfield. But you look at the box right now, Buffalo's got 6 guys in a box. So it'll be interesting to see how Kansas City will go ahead and roll with the first play here on this drive. Holy shit.
Oh, look at that one.
I was about to say, that's one of those too, because he pops that forward, number 13 there. He goes ahead and bumbles the ball, and you almost have a defensive tackle able to intercept that for a touchdown because you're on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
So,
I like the defense that they played there. If you were Todd Bowles' defense, you just will let guys run by you for touchdowns.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What a shitty defensive coordinator. I'm sorry.
All right,
Mahomes 49 yards rushing on the first drive.
Yep, that's what I told you. About 50 yards. And here it is, right? A running play. They pick up about maybe get to the line of scrimmage. Maybe
give him a yard. They'll give him a yard.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 now from their 2 yard line. Now, let me ask you this. Are you conservative with this or are you throwing?
I'm throwing. I don't want maybe Allaire is hurt. Maybe Williams is hurt. I'm just surprised you're seeing a heavy dose of McKinnon. He's not a between the tackles runner.
They don't have a between the tackles runner.
Well,
they don't have that threat. Sorry. Jerick McKinnon was a really good back for the 49ers. Well, Travis Kelce catches his first reception of the day, picks up about 5 yards. He's going to be short of the first down marker for certain, Grump. They're going to be punting the ball, at least not from their own end zone.
So that'll be good because after this punt, we can have another 5 minutes of commercials.
Oh, God.
Might be able to get us back on track.
Yeah, different mind, Sam. What's up, TJ Grump? Any guesses on what the Washington football team's new name will be?
No, they say they're going to announce it in March, didn't they?
I don't know. I thought it was February.
Okay.
I heard that the names that were in the running, the Washington football team was one of the names that was still there, which kind of blows my mind. If they were to pick the Washington football team as their permanent name, I don't know.
I'll tell you what, that's a nice punt. That's a really nice punt.
Yep. You talk about changing of the field. I mean, that's a hell of a kick, right? He's excited about it, too.
Oh, this is the kid who couldn't catch the ball last year in the Super Bowl. But kept, getting 10-yard punts.
Oh. Tony G says, go for it. # no kicks. The Washington Elks or the Washington Casino owners. That's February 2nd. I was about to say it's soon.
That's nice, Tony. Little playoff on the Redskins thing. I like it.
Oh, God. Oh, gracious. I didn't even pick up on that, Tony. Good gracious.
I know you didn't. You're a football player. Former football player.
Good gracious. But you got here the first punt for the Chiefs. I mean, you're in good field position if you're the Buffalo Bills. You're going to be starting off with this ball at the your 45-yard line.
Yeah, but you were hoping for better, honestly. You were hoping for better on that because, I mean, you had him from the 5. The guy gets off a 50-yard kick with no return. That's a nice net. 50-yard net, nice. Really good job by the punter there. Really nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tony G saying the Washington reservation is no. I'll be interested. It's fall. The Washington team store signs fall off like the Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah. I mean, please.
I did not like the Cleveland Guard. Again, like at least they had some sort of historical meaning as to why they picked it.
It's dumb.
I'm not a big fan of the Guardians. I don't know.
Maybe they should do like the soccer teams in Europe. You just call them, like Washington Football Club or Liverpool Football Club, Real Madrid Football Club, Barcelona Football Club. This way you don't have any of the ridiculous social justice worries wanting to change your name every 10 minutes.
Yeah, Grump, again, we don't talk anything political on this channel.
That's not political.
Let's try to remember that.
Political.
Yeah, let's try to remember that. Anyway,
that
being said, they did have a few names. I don't know. I saw like the Commanders. There's a slew of different names, but I always laughed that one of those teams were football clubs. I've heard that it's probably going to be the Commanders. As leaked as the Commanders, perhaps. I'm not sure if it was a photoshopped image, but somebody has a picture of it, and it looks.
How about the Washington Perpetual Losers?
Why is that? Because they're an unsuccessful football team?
Because they lose all the time. They're losers. They're perpetual losers. Call them what they really are, losers.
Oh man. So again, I'm not sure who tweeted this out, but I'll show you at least what it looks like here. And now this Twitter account, Grumpy Old Man, specifically goes ahead and tries to leak images. So if you zoom in, it does say the Washington Commanders, and that's kind of what the logo looks awful if that's the case.
That's going to sell a lot of merch.
Shit, that looks awful. I don't that can't be real. Or maybe they had designs and like, this is the one we definitely can't use, this design right here. I'll be honest, it's taken them forever to come up with a new name.
And it was a nice 7-yard run on first down by Singletary. Gives them a 2nd and 3. And, that's what you want. You want to get
sidelines.
You want to get some positive yards on first down, then your whole playbook is open.
Playing more of a heavy set. Stephon Diggs is on the sidelines here. It looks like they're coming out saying, hey, we want to try to establish the run game. But right now you're going to be looking at about what?
3rd and 2. 3rd and 2.
Got a Kansas City Chief down on the ground.
Chief down. Who was that? He's getting up, trying to get up. Well, there you go. Whistle. Now we're going to go for another timeout.
Jaron Reed, number 90, Jaron Reed.
I look at Andy Reid. He could barely walk.
Did you see Bruce Aaron was like hobbling today? So many of these coaches.
He has a torn Achilles.
Oh, okay. I saw him hobbling. I'm like, why the hell is this guy hobbling?
In his defense, he does have a torn Achilles.
Oh, man. Okay. I mean, I assume he's had a boot on. You don't see his feet too often. They don't pan over to the head coach's feet all that often.
Yeah, I don't know.
Buffalo Bills here. I mean, if you're able to score a touchdown, and not bad. I mean, you got good position. You've got to come away bare minimum with points. You can't be forced having a 3 and out. I assume they, where they are on the field. If you don't take a sack, they're going for it right here. I mean, it's 3rd and 2. Even if you get stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain, they're going for it on 4th and 2 at this spot.
I agree.
So I'll be interested again. Different mentality so far.
I just think that Buffalo is more physical. And physicality wins out in the end. I feel it does. You wear the other team out physically. I think that's their advantage. They're much more physical in the lines.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, assuming, again, I know that last drive was a 3 and out for Kansas City, but, both teams are going to want to establish, long drives, keep defenses out there on the field, tire out the opposing team's defense. I'll be interested to see kind of what that looks like.
Yeah, see, Kansas, that's not Kansas City, though. Kansas City's big play offense. That's what I'm saying. They when they were getting beat earlier in the year, teams were frustrating them to safety high, and that was what was causing them problems. And teams stopped doing that. And you have to learn how to take those little things, but that's not what their offense is. Their offense is big play. You take away big play, they have to play something they're not comfortable with, where Buffalo can do it either way. And it helps, like I said, Josh Allen is an equalizer when it comes to that.
They do move with big plays. I think it's just like an added bonus. I mean, it's not like they're only looking for big plays. But got a comment here. Tony G saying, Bruce Arians looks like he takes and sells prescription drugs.
I don't know about that.
What now, Grump? Let me ask you this: what the hell is that thing he wears on the side of his body?
Defibrillator? I have no idea.
I've always wondered.
I don't know.
He's wearing like a whole bunch of gadgets or some shit like that. He looks like he's about, like in Star Wars, right? They go ahead and have all these buttons and like they have like these buttons on the chest pad. He's got the buttons on the side of his chest. So I wasn't sure if it was something similar.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
74 of Buffalo's yards has been earned there by either Josh Allen or Devin Singletary. 3rd and 2 from about the 50-yard line. And we've got a run here, and they gobble up.
I'm surprised that's the play call.
You talk about conservative play calling.
That's a dumb play. To me, that's a dumb play call.
3rd and 2, and you get conservative in that area. I don't get it. It's a run to Singletary, and I mean, you're relying upon your wide
receiver to block a linebacker.
It's just not smart.
Yeah, that's a dumb play call. I'd run that quarterback sweep.
They don't want Allen to be taking a million hits, as they tell you.
I don't care. I run that till they stop it.
Gabriel Douglas, the wideout, he's a bigger wideout, but still, I mean, he's not
going to block a linebacker.
Yep, he's not going to win a battle against a linebacker. Just not going to happen. And here we go. We got another kick by the Buffalo Bills. Wonder if they're going to get, okay. Well, Kansas City does a good job of fielding the punt, so they're not going to be at their own, inside their own 5. They're going to be starting off about their 14 or 15-yard line. And we're going to have another timeout. Holy shit.
I told you.
Another timeout.
Game was moving too fast. You knew that was coming. Here's the thing. You want us another lost art in the NFL? Punters actually trying to do a coffin corner.
Yeah.
And they just screw it. I'm just kicking it right down the middle of the field. You know how tough it is? Let's say you kick it on an angle towards the sideline. First of all, it cuts away half the field for a returner, even if he does get it, to gain yards. And you can actually put it out. You don't have to worry about driving the ball into the end zone. Just angle it towards the sideline. It just, that's like a 35-yard kick. Not good enough.
Shit, man. They got it at the 15-yard line. He would like a little better, but I tell you, you do not see punters aiming, if they're in the middle of the field, they're saying, hey, I want a coffin corner. I want to kick that towards, try to pin him in their own 10, but I'm going to hit it where it's out of bounds, where they can't return, and there's no other variable in there. You don't see that too often. You're right. Frank Hay says, Bills defense was physical in the 90s, hence why they went to 4 straight Super Bowls, but somehow they couldn't win the big one.
Yeah, I guess it hurt that they played, the NFC East every year, which was just the dominant division in football for many, many years, starting in the 80s into the 90s almost.
Yeah, Jim Kelly never able to win the big one.
Yeah.
Tony Cheese saying, it's the playoffs. This is when you're supposed to take the big hits.
Yeah, like I said, you got 3 games left. You got the whole offseason to rest up. That's the play, and that play worked every time. Just use it.
Frank K saying Sean Latenda was great.
Sean Landeta.
Sorry, Grump.
Latenda. Latenda
was great at angling punts.
He was a great kick punter for the Giants and then for the Eagles. He played, I think, the Rams, played for a lot of teams. But one play will live in infamy. In the 1985 NFC, I don't think it was the championship. I think it was a divisional round. The Giants lost 21-0 to that great Bears team. He went, and it was windy at Soldier Field, and he went to kick a punt, and the wind blew it, and he missed it. Just missed the kick, and they recovered it and scored a touchdown, and that was that. The Giants were not ready to win that year, but they came back the next year and won the Super Bowl.
The tail of the tape. Again, the defense of Buffalo, we talked about a little bit in the last podcast on Thursday. I think the numbers are a little inflated based off the competition. Oh, Patrick Mahomes completes a big pass of about 20 yards to Travis Kelce downfield.
No pressure.
Well, yeah, no pressure is right, Grumpy. But again, when they do get pressure on him, he's still just maneuvering in the backfield. They sent a 4-man rush. It's a good job, the Chiefs' offensive line, of making sure they maintain the integrity of the pocket.
And Kelce did his job, making the catch and just getting a couple extra yards.
Yeah, again. So right now, Mahomes, 5 for 8, 37 yards passing. Wow. Fair enough. I don't know why I thought he had more yards passing the football, but I remember that first drive was all just running the ball. Well, they pick up another first down, Grumpy old man, a completion across the middle, Grumpy, to Byron Pringle for Kansas City Chiefs.
Byron Pringles. You think he should have a deal with Pringles, don't you?
I feel like, again, if he was a superstar athlete, like if he had the talent of, let's say, somebody like Tyreek Hill, he would have a deal with Pringle. And it would be funny, too. Like the play on word would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I tell you, they're going to keep slowly draining this clock.
There's a hold.
And look at the delivery. Did he complete that pass?
Yep.
My God.
That's that Mahomes special, that nice little sidearm sling.
That always, every time I see it, Grump, I'm like, Jesus, it's unorthodox. And he's just like, okay, let me just go ahead and just sidearm it.
Throws it right around Rousseau, who looks like, I don't know. He's like, oh, no. He had a look on his face like, I can't believe it.
Well, you look at him, he cranks his body to the side, so it's still somewhat of an overhand motion, but he's like throwing from a compromised position. But you're right, that is the Patrick Mahomes signature sidearm throw right there. Well, you've got a big gain here.
And it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back who stinks.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not a good back.
I think he is.
He's an average back. I mean, like, okay, he's an average back, Grumpy.
Okay. Second year in the league, he was hurt a lot. For the last couple of years, he's had injury issues. But when
Okay.
he's in there, he does pretty well.
Okay. A running back who has injury issues his second year in the NFL. Do running backs get healthier when they take contact? The answer to that question is no.
Usually they do.
Usually they get healthier. They feed off of the
They
off the
love the
contact.
punishment.
Oh man.
They've had 4 plays and 4 first downs.
Yep. I was about to say they've been moving the ball down. You talk about big play offense, they've been moving the ball right downfield with no issues right now. My God, why is this the freaking play call? And they might get back to the line of scrimmage, but what a dumb play call by Kansas City.
Yeah,
What the hell's up with the trick play?
They didn't need it. You didn't need it.
And again, it's one of those where it's like, hey, here's the wide receiver. Here's the wide receiver end around misdirection play. And they sniffed it out because your offensive line just gets blown up. And now you're sitting at 2nd and 13. I mean, you're moving the ball just with your normal offense. No need for these trick plays. No need for gadget plays. No need for it.
Yeah.
Frank K saying here, the Giants weren't ready for that game at Soldier Field.
I'm not saying they weren't ready. That was just the Bears' year. That was the Bears' year.
Mm. Mahomes hits Clyde. Wow, Clyde avoids
two guys miss.
And again, just he doesn't makes 2 guys miss. He's able to gain about 1 more yard and it gets brought down. It's gonna be third and manageable here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, let me ask you this. I'll pose you the question, right? We've seen the Buffalo Bills go for it on 4th down already.
Nope.
The first drive. Do you think they go for it if it's, let's say, 4th and 2, 4th and 1, or you think they go field goal?
Field goal.
Okay.
I go field goal.
3 right now for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Now, what are you thinking, run or pass here, Grump?
They're going to throw the ball. There's no way they're not running.
I was about to say, you got 5 down linemen, and you got 1 running back. And again, the box, you've got 7 guys, or you got 6 guys there in the box. A little running back
wide open.
Holy hell! He lays the ball.
Sorry, number 30 needs to come up and make that play. He stood there and he absorbed the punishment. Go up there and meet that running back. Force him to the sideline. That's poor right there by number 30.
Corner.
Go get him. Go get him. Don't stop. You could have had. They had him short of the first down, and he just stops and lets him run him over. That's just poor. That's poor by 30.
Dane Jackson brought him down. Dane Jackson's a Pitt alum, Grumpy.
Yeah, he sucks. He just gave up a first down. He gave about 6 extra yards because he wasn't man enough to go up there and actually make a tackle.
Oh, man. Well, this Bills defense is the greatest defense in history, Grump. Don't forget. But Kansas City moving the ball down. 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line. Kansas City.
That's a hold.
Facing some pressure. He gets brought down in the backfield. It's going to be
They're holding on every play.
It's now going to be 2nd and 15 for the Kansas City.
Oliver was held on that play also.
Well, we get to see it again, so don't you worry, Grumpy. Well, nope. I didn't see much, Grump. Again, we didn't see much of the offense.
You didn't see the play, so yeah, of course you didn't see much. They didn't actually show it. He was holding him. He still made the sack.
You've been complaining about phantom calls all evening already, Grumpy.
I'm just saying that was a hold.
Okay. Okay, phantom calls again.
Hold.
But now it's 2nd and goal from the 15-yard line, and McKinnon is going to get the ball here. I don't get this either.
That play call.
I guess they wanted to make it now 3rd and 11, so it's a little more manageable. I don't get the play call either. The run by McKinnon. And you're right, they're utilizing McKinnon significantly more than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Again, McKinnon is not an ultra physical back or an ultra big back either.
Maybe they just hope he kind of get lost in the crowd.
Yeah, I guess so, but he's not playing for the 49ers. He's no longer playing for the 49ers for that offensive line anymore. So 3rd down, 3rd and 11.
3rd and goal from the 11.
There it is. He's going to get sacked.
And they got him.
What's
the flag? Where's the flag?
Pass interference or defensive holding. Man, I even when I thought that Mahomes was going to go down earlier, he managed to extend the play. He's so his footwork in the pocket's fantastic. I feel like I'm drooling all over him, but he moves so well in the pocket.
Buffalo did a good job there, and then they just bailed him out.
Yep, you cannot. I mean, 3rd and 11 like that, you cannot be taking penalties. Or 3rd and goal from the 11, you cannot be taking penalties. Defensive holding. God almighty.
And that will, in essence, that's really good for Kansas City because now you can potentially almost run out the first half, even if you score because you've got 2.5 minutes to go.
That's the holding call.
That's the call. Oh, come on.
Bad call.
Please, please, please. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's a bad call.
I'm
That's
sorry.
not defense.
This is how you know the referees are in the tank for Kansas City when you start.
It's really early for you to be saying some shit like that, Grumpy. But it's a bad call. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets the ball, picks up about 4 yards. You're either going to be looking at their 2nd and goal from the 2 or the 1 yard line.
2.
Tony Cheese saying, for someone who was an offensive lineman, don't you think it's a little contradictory to hate running backs? No,
He's jealous. He thought he was a running back.
Is that what it is, Grumpy?
Yeah.
I actually had a few plays where, I played a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I look at it like this. Running backs, unless they're fantastic, they're a dime a dozen. You could throw anybody out there as long as the offensive line's good enough. Doesn't matter who you have at running back. I mean, look at the revolving door they have in San Francisco. Running back after running back, Elijah Mitchell. Hey, you're going to be a late round pick, and he comes and lights the world on fire when he's healthy. I mean, the system they run, number one, helps, and the offensive line is tailor made for their success. Just a playing style. Warzone.
You just have to be able to identify those running backs who fit your system.
Yep. And Warzone, senior citizen saying here, TJ looks like he went bald overnight due to trots.
Ouch. Oh, man.
Damn, Warzone. That's fine. And then Frank K says the year of the fridge and the Big Mac commercials. 30 did a Josh Bailey. LOL. Oh, yeah. There must be a lot of fridge commercials and Big Mac commercials on TV. And I'm seeing Light Beer. God almighty. All the commercials. What a film saying, how the hell could you watch football on your phone, TJ? Kids these days, Grumpy.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't know how you can do it. You can't see anything. You can't see anything.
My eyes are still young enough. I could see it, Grumpy.
You can't see anything.
It's not bad. I don't want the video overlay or to slow it down too much if I'm trying to stream the game on my computer. So I just do it right here. Makes it for all the much better, Grumpy.
Whatever. I have a widescreen TV to look at.
Isn't it lucky? Fortunate for you, grumpy old man.
I'm trying to say you don't have a widescreen TV?
No, I do, but not in the setup. But I'll tell you this much, Grump.
You couldn't watch that off your cable television?
That's not the way I'm set. I don't have a cable TV here in this room, Grumpy. I have a specific room where I do the podcast, so I don't have to go ahead and control everything in the house when I do it. But if you're Kansas City here, right, you're knocking on the doorstep. Anything less than a touchdown is I would assume a failure.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, still, if you get 3 points, it's still not a failure. You got to come away with points, though.
Oh, Frank K said I was talking about Refrigerator Perry and his Big Mac commercials the year the Bears won.
Yeah, man, the fridge.
William Perry. Yeah.
William the Refrigerator Perry.
Big guy. Yeah, did he have just a big gap in his teeth, or was he missing a tooth?
No, he had a big gap. Had a big gap between his teeth.
Okay. I was about to say, you always think of like the quintessential, like iconic gap in between their teeth. I think Michael Strahan.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have those gaps between their teeth.
Mm-hmm. Holy shit! What the?
That's a pass. Like a pass.
I get it. I just don't understand why they're trying to get fancy. And I know that's a play call they've utilized before in the past. Why the hell are you getting fancy? You just had Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Oh, dude, Jesus!
Oh, he hit him in the face mask. That's not Hilaire's fault.
What do you mean that's not Hilaire's fault?
Hit him in the helmet. The ball's got to be down here so he can catch it.
What, dude? The running back's got to catch the football, Grump. Remember when I said
he threw it at his helmet? No, that ball's got to be right here.
Christ almighty, dude. If it hits you in the helmet, you still need to make the damn catch.
Okay.
It's now 3rd and goal from the 2, and that's a Jesus.
Throws it up.
Hit, and Byron Pringle brings it down. They score another touchdown. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to be up 14-7. And I think Mahomes, he stuck it out there. They got pressure in his face. Mahomes scores a touchdown, though. Or I'm sorry, Pringle scores a touchdown.
His name was Pringle, not Pringles, even though I think it should be Pringles.
I tell you, he was getting pressure in his face, but he was a little.
He barbecue Pringled the Buffalo secondary on that play.
I'll be honest too. The corner was just out of reach. He maybe could have batted that away. He's just a step or two late. It was a close play. It's a bang bang one, but a good catch by Pringle.
And Mahomes just threw it to a spot. He threw it to a spot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're Buffalo here, you have to come away with. I think you have to come away with points before the half because Kansas City gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Yes, in Kansas City at home, you don't want. I mean, I think Buffalo will move the ball down. You've got a minute and 52 seconds. You want at least a field goal. You have timeout still left too if you're Buffalo. Warzone Senior Citizen says here the Bills will win a Super Bowl before the Islanders win another cup.
That's highly probable.
Frank K saying Trotz is delusional. He thought that they had a great third period. This dude must be dismissed.
Toronto just took their foot off the gas.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't tell you what that means, Grumpy. Have you picked up Spanish as a second language yet?
I don't even have a first language yet. Anybody who knows 2 languages is way smarter than me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like saludos, hello, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe he's saying hi.
In Guadalajara, from Guadalajara.
My name is. Oh yeah. Okay.
At least no, that's where he's from.
Fair enough. Nick Nico's saying here, officials just gave Kansas City 6 points.
On the nose, Nico.
Yeah. I tell you again, it was a bad call. Bad call on Dane Jackson, which allowed him to extend that drive.
I'm gonna say they gave him 4 points because they were still in field goal territory.
Absolutely. Hold on. I have to try to restart my CBS, Grumpy. I just maybe lost my feed coverage.
Don't worry, I'll cover the game.
Don't worry, Grump.
Right now that we're doing commercial with Brad Garrett for Jimmy John sandwiches.
Oh, I don't need you to talk about freaking commercials, man. Oh. I tell you though, these commercials are driving me nuts.
Here's a commercial. They showed a percentage of completion pass from Ryan Tannehill to somebody. What they should have done, and they said it was like a 13% completion rate. What they should have put up was 0% win rate for Ryan Tannehill.
Grumpy.
No chance of him.
Well, we're taking the reins back from you, yeah. Tony Cheese. Tony, I'm now okay. Grumpy, we're gonna have to make sure we're back on the same page here. I'm behind you. I've got a commercial of Young.
I don't care. I'm not slowing my game down again for you. You should be. I mean, it should be wherever it is, right? That's why you should use a television. Just give it a shot sometimes.
Tony Cheese saying salutations from Guadalajara. Grumpy, it's a foreign word to me. What can I say, Grump?
Guadalajara is not a word. It's a city in Mexico.
It's a word too, Grump. Jesus. But we've got here Kansas City going to be kicking off here to Buffalo, right? A minute and 52 seconds left. Got to come away with points. That's the second longest touchdown drive allowed for the Buffalo's defense this season.
Yep.
Wow.
And Buffalo will be taking it out from the 25.
Yep. There they go through the end zone, Grump. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. Oh, good gracious.
Man, Jim Nantz, I remember when he had a full head of hair. Getting a little thin on the top. I know from personal experience that's what happens.
I've never experienced anything like that.
No comment.
Oh, buddy. Tony Romo. Now, I'll be honest. I'll be happy when Chris Collinsworth is out of this position and it goes to Tony Romo. I feel like I like Tony Romo a little bit better.
Well, Chris Collinsworth works for NBC. So.
Well, I know. I can always sign other places.
Oh, big play. See, I don't understand why they weren't doing more of that.
You're about a good solid second or two ahead of me. But it was a run. It was a run pass option, and you've got Josh Allen who launches it again, and they pick up about 20 some odd yards? Would you say, Grumpy?
24 yards. 24 yards.
We're almost at the 50-yard line.
I mean, they should just be running no huddle, and saves them a timeout. I mean, they got plenty of time, but again, use the middle of the field. You don't need to throw everything side. Use the middle of the field.
You've got 3 timeouts left, and you've got a minute and 24 seconds. I'm not too worried about the clock of this time period. You're at about the 50-yard line, so I'm not worried at all about the clock.
Man, these Buffalo fans look a little nervous.
Well, they're like, holy shit, let's go ahead and be up by 7. I'm sorry. They need to go ahead and score. Kansas City's getting the ball back. We can't let them go in
again.
7.
Use the middle of the field. There you go. You just got yourself a 6-yard play, maybe 7, depending on what the spot is. But it's like, come on, just run no huddle and just go with it. To me, you're 4 down territory from here on out. Like that last touchdown drive was set up by the conservative play call on 3rd down. 3rd and 2. And there's a first down. Eventually, you keep on running these little short in routes, do a double move, you're going to be wide open down the field. I'm not saying now, but
okay. Well, you're also seeing here that a different. You're seeing 2-minute offense is completely different than what you normally see out in the field. 53 seconds so remaining in the first half. Bara Deepor MX says here, my English is very basic, but I like your program. Well, thank you there, Bara. Thanks.
I'm going to tell you what, Bara, your English is way better than our Spanish. So excuse us if we mess up if you say something in Spanish. I'm sorry.
Tony
You're
G,
way smarter than I am. I'm just going to say that.
Tony G said, my uncle hated when they replaced Sims with Romo.
Yeah, I
He's
like
a huge
Sims.
Giants fan.
Yeah, me too.
But now Sims is on NFL Network, right?
No, he does the studio show for CBS, and he also does the Inside the NFL Weekly show for Paramount Plus.
I want you to think the first quarter, and we started the game. It didn't probably start. We'd start about 7 minutes before the actual kickoff. The first quarter was over in 35 minutes. So what about 20?
It was less than that. It was 10 minutes after 7.
It was Grumpy. It was about 28 minutes it took for the first quarter, the entire first quarter. And right now for this quarter here, we're about running close to almost, about like 40 some odd minutes.
Yeah, I told you they were going to slow it up.
A lot of TV timeouts. Well, here it is. Josh Allen running the football. He looks like he might pick up enough there. Oh, just short of the first down mark.
He's short.
Yeah.
He's a Buffalo type player, though.
Oh, for certain. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you talk about like he would be a Buffalo type of player, like a Cleveland Brown type of player, just the type of moxie he plays with and the style he demands out in the field.
Yeah, without a doubt.
When his hits start to take total, that's all I'm going to say. By the end of the game, you wonder.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
You're not worried?
He's only rushed the ball 4 times today. Mahomes has run it more than that.
Mahomes hasn't taken any hits. How many more times do I have to tell you that? Oh, man. 2nd and 1, though, Grump. And here's another run by
vaults everybody. Just vaults them.
Okay, here's the thing. Do you remember when I told you? Remember you said they're going to start using Devin
what I said. Okay. Once again,
offense. When it really matters, they don't rely it all on Singletary. It's all the Josh Allen show.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a Josh Allen. Look, a nice block by Singletary. That's what happens when you're involved in the offense.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you, it's generally speaking, it's not good to say we have to use our running back as a physical runner like Cam Newton was. Long term, it doesn't matter for this year. Just saying long term, it does not bode well for those guys. Look at Cam Newton. Look how quick he fell off the map. And again, I think
Cam Newton couldn't throw the ball. Cam Newton couldn't throw the ball. That's why he fell off the map.
Yeah, if you let me finish, though, I think Josh Allen's a way better quarterback than Cam Newton was. But I'm just saying.
Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. That's the way you do it.
A little bit of a blown coverage. I'll be interested to see who. I think you see Kansas City. No, I think Kansas City safety slips. Watch again. But a little bit of a blown coverage. But Buffalo ties the game back up, or going to be tying the game back up, and pending an extra point here upcoming.
They needed that. No, they I don't know what
he tripped.
They ran into one another.
The defensive backs kind of get a little tangled up, and allows for a wide. He almost overthrew him. He almost overthrew Gabriel Davis.
Well,
but he was touchdown for Gabriel Davis.
He was thrown off his back heel, falling backwards. So
busted coverage. Alexander says, "Yep." A little bit of collision. Now, is 37 seconds and 3 timeouts enough for Kansas City to score again?
It is. It is, particularly when you have the officials on your side.
Oh,
it really helps.
Come on. How many calls?
Hey, Nick O saw it. It's not what I said. It's what Nick O said.
How many calls have there been today, Grumpy? 1, maybe 2 calls today?
I don't know. When you're calling that penalty, a hold on a 3rd down, you got to be kidding me. That's a terrible call.
They're not over refereeing to one side or the other.
Okay? No, no, you're right. They're not doing it. They're just waiting until the opportune time, then throwing it. Oh, Kansas City was stopped. Throw that flag. Mahomes was down. We need them getting touchdowns.
Defensive holding is thrown before the ball left Mahomes' hands, buddy. Come on. Do that, Grumpy.
No, it was late. It was a late flag.
Stop. Yeah, that's what it is. Sure. 37 seconds.
Mahomes yelled at him and pointed. Then they threw the flag.
Oh, yeah. I would have filmed saying huge touchdown for Buffalo. They needed that.
Yep. Like I said, if they didn't get so conservative in their plays after that first touchdown, it's like, why? Just keep on running that offense you were running. They can't. Kansas City can't stop them if they play like that by running those type of plays. They got ultra conservative, and it wound up costing them.
Well, that matters though. If you're going to be ultra conservative, that negatively impacts you. That's all.
As I'm saying, it was dumb to do that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I might have tried to pooch that a little bit, so they run some clock.
Oh,
but I'm sorry. Todd Bowles isn't running the Buffalo defense, so maybe 37 seconds is not enough to score a touchdown.
Oh, good gracious. Holy shit, Grumpy. There is no way. Oh, my God. I have to show you something. Alexander sent that to me. I'm going to show it to you at halftime. Oh, honestly, I'm going to save this one, actually, Alexander. I'm going to put this in my pocket for the post game when we do the actual podcast, because this is Antonio Brown happened to made. Yep, I see it. Antonio Brown made a tweet about the Buccaneers. He was happy they're out of the playoffs. That's all I'm going to
say. He's running, he's scrambling, incomplete.
There's flag downfield.
There you go. Let's make sure we keep him in this. I just find it funny.
Keep him in. It's 14-14.
I just find
it's a flag. I'll be interested. Again,
there's my pal. Who's that?
It's Wallace. It's not Dane Jackson.
Holding. What's the difference?
Defensive holding. Okay, let's see what it is. Levi Wallace is called on the penalty. Remains first down here. Yeah, he's holding him a bit.
They do that all the time. That happens on every single play from every single defensive back.
Okay, you're there's been 10 total penalty yards called. 10.
Yeah, both of them on Buffalo. Kansas City holds every receiver, every single receiver, every single play. They hold.
Oh my God, Grumpy!
They played Tyreek Hill. They're already just about in field goal range with 23 seconds and 3 timeouts to go.
I was about to say they still have 3 timeouts left too. Is the odd part about it? Still 3 timeouts left on the board. Oh, Grumpy! What we got there? What you drinking there, Grumpy? The protein shake action.
That's right.
Oh, good gracious! I tell you. But you're gonna have to probably cover me. The CBS app is kind of in and out right now. Never good to see that.
Okay. Well, 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 44.
God Almighty, I don't like when you do that though.
Okay, whenever I make a comment, pass completed to Tyreek Hill. He gains. I don't know why the referee's spotting him back that far. Plenty of time. I don't know why
still 16 seconds left and 3 timeouts.
I just don't understand that at all.
Tremaine Edmonds matched up on Tyreek Hill. Oh, what the hell's up with that spot? Is right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I mean, they've got plenty of time. Still 16 seconds left.
They're almost in the mythical field goal range, the field goal line, which would make this a hell of a long kick.
I was about to say, I'm not trusting. Yeah, Buckner. I think his name is Buckner. If I think their kicker, if I think he's right. Yeah, I'm not saying, hey, we want to. Oh, Travis Kelce picks him up for the first down. Here's a timeout.
You got to use a timeout there. 11 seconds to go.
Now you still have 11 seconds left. What do you think? That's maybe two more plays, depending how quick you're able to establish the route.
One more play. Oh well, they got timeouts. So
you got 2 timeouts, maybe 2 plays left. If you still want to be able to have a chance for a field goal in case you're
one play with the field goal. You don't want to take a chance and let the clock run out. That you can't do. They're in field goal range. You want to take one shot at the end zone. Okay, but you're never going to get 2 plays off. Never. And then get the field goal. Not going to happen.
Warzone Senior Citizen says here, TJ, don't feel bad about going balding. It could be worse. You could have, you could be 22-year-old Adam Pellick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was about to say Adam Pellick. Yeah, he can always be worse. Yeah, Alexander, I cannot wait to show Grumpy that. I know he has no social media, so I don't have to worry about it being spoiled for him. But about 31 yards ago, I assume Buffalo
timeout.
Yeah, okay. And then we've got a comment here by Woodha Films. Halftime walk with Charlie. Gonna go for a little halftime walk. Let the dog out.
Just don't put him in that Bailey jersey. I just hate to see the dog get ridiculed by the other dogs in the neighborhood.
And Tony Cheese saying Paramount Plus is working just fine for me. I started losing my hair when I was 20. Just ended up shaving it at 23. Wow. Tony Cheese. There he is. And
Tony Cheese always talking smack about your hair, TJ.
It doesn't bother me. And then Alexander saying, take one shot to the end zone. I don't know. If I'm thinking here in this situation, try to pick up 10. I mean, like, look at the defensive formation here you've got. Run yourself. I mean, I assume they'll be dropping Tremaine Edmonds back in the coverage.
I don't know. Here's a little soft pass. He just threw it out of bounds. Now they'll take the field goal.
Still have 7 seconds.
Okay. Do you think you can score a touchdown here?
Yeah, why not? You still have a timeout left.
Okay.
Go for it.
He's got to scramble all the half ends. You're aware of that. I'm
Who
just
knows
saying,
if he's got to start scrambling and throw the ball.
here's the thing, Andy Reid is absolutely horrific with time clock management. He's terrible at it.
Well, he understands the key crucial part of being an NFL head coach. You go to heaven if you have additional timeouts left at the end of the first half and at the end of the game. So he's going to establish that. He's going to put himself at the first line for heaven, Grump.
And he just why?
You got 2 chances. Well, here it is, right? You're just going to take the field goal.
Okay. Why?
What's the problem?
It was so dumb. Why not just run the ball up the middle to get it closer? Try to get, if you wanted to get closer.
You're still
he had 2 timeouts left.
You're going to be kicking a 50-yard kick.
Yeah, well, maybe they could have done better. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you won't hit this kick, but it's a longer attempt.
I understand you wanted to make it a little easier on him.
Yeah, I would. I mean, you had 2 timeouts in the bag. You could have ran 2 plays. Oh, what's the heck? What do they want to go to another timeout before half?
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to freeze the kicker. I don't know.
Kansas City, as everyone knows, Kansas City gets the ball to start the second half.
Yep. Yeah. So if you're going with a 3-point lead, you have a chance to extend it to 7 coming out of half. Tony Cheese says, did Antonio Brown happen to tweet that between the Bills and Chiefs, or tweet that between the Bills and Chiefs is a must-win game for both teams?
I think he probably did reference that.
Oh, goodness gracious. I cannot wait to show you, Grumpy. It's petty as shit, too, is all I'm going to say.
That's what he's all about.
Well, Buckner lining up here for the 50-yard field goal attempt.
The kick is up. It is no good. No good. Looks like he hit the goalpost. Just missed it because they didn't get a couple of yards by running the ball.
I tell you one thing. You wonder if that's going to be one of those items that you look back and may cost you in the game.
Plenty. Oh no, he just missed it.
He just missed a kick. Well, here's the other thing too, right? You look at missed field goals. Hurt, Tampa Bay Buccaneers earlier on that game, right? You missed a kick that would have led to a tie game, and you had a kick that was short by Matt Gay earlier on that would have made it, way out of reach. But you just think to yourself, I'm like, yeah, that's right. Field goal kickers have been making an impact, in a positive and negative way today. He said, Jesus, you just effing butchered that comment. How did I butcher that, Grumpy? I'll let you read that.
Did Antonio Brown happen to tweet that the game between the Bills and the Chiefs is a must-win for both teams?
There it is, Tony Cheese.
I swear, do you even look at the words, or do you just make them up as you go along?
I kind of half read, but I think I see. I'll let you, Grumpy. I can't wait. I'm sorry, because we'll show.
Okay, well, it is okay. Go ahead. Bucks eliminated. Did he sent that?
He tweeted this. Yes,
he's a jerk. Like I said,
he said, "I can't."
You think he's getting another job in the NFL? Okay,
he's not.
No
freaking way.
No way. Yeah. I think earlier in the week, he said he was he loved Tom Brady again. And they were talking, they were pals and everything. He's a loser.
Oh my God. Christ almighty. God almighty. AB translator. God. Oh my goodness, company. I saw it and I figured, and thank you, Alexander, for sending that to me. That's hilarious. AB is done. For certain. I 100% agree with you. You can't be doing stuff like that. But we do have an ad to read from DraftKings. We're on to the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is celebrating with huge odds boost for new customers. Counting down to Super Bowl 56, new customers can get 56-1 odds on any team. Bet just $5 and win $280 in free bets if your team wins. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you can still get in on all the action of the divisional round. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Football Contest. DraftKings is giving all new customers a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with their first deposit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the promo code THPN and get 56 to 1 odds on any NFL team. Bet just $5 and win 280 in free bets if your team wins. That's promo code THPN for 56 to 1 odds at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You must be 21 years or older in New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum of a $5 deposit and a $1 wages required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for full details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Nice job, TJ.
Whoo, Grumpy. Well, first half ends in a tie. Missed field goal opportunity by Buckner, but the Chiefs are going to have the ball starting out the second half. I think
It's
we're Buckner.
Butker. There's no N in there.
I thought there was an N. Okay,
Butker.
Bucker. But we're going to have a close game on our hands, Grumpy. You can't ask for anything more as a neutral fan.
That's right.
Alexander said there's a rumor going around that the Islanders could bring in Fleury and trade Varlamov. I'm like, what the F?
Why? Why? Maybe I'll tell you what. Maybe Barry Trotz doesn't think much of Sorokin. Why else would you do it?
I haven't heard anything on that. I can't tell you. I haven't heard anything on that one, Grumpy.
I mean, Fleury makes more money than Varlamov does.
He's
or
got
maybe
this is last year's contract.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason. Well, this way they don't have to worry about moving Varlamov in the offseason. They just bring in Fleury for this year. But why? You're not going anywhere. Why would you do that? I mean, is it just to get Varlamov off your books?
I don't get it.
No free agents are going to play for you.
And you think that his play's been so poor that you can't go ahead and find somebody to move him to? That's odd. But Grump, talking a little football action. Let me ask you, what did you think of the first half?
I thought both teams actually, they both came out on fire. And I think the difference was the conservative play calling by Buffalo on a couple of drives, which stopped their progress. Everything they did was self-inflicted just with poor play calling. They had flipped the field with that punt for Kansas City. They got the ball back, and then they just, it is what it is. It's tied up. Kansas City gets first shot in the second half. I mean, I don't know. Just it kind of is what it is. I think Buffalo is going to score pretty much every time they touch the ball. Can they get a stop on Kansas City? To me, that's the key.
Hold on. Do you really think so? I think I know Buffalo's moved the ball, but
when they stick to what they do best, Kansas City can't stop them.
Period. I'm sorry, Grump. I mean, like Buffalo, you look at the first drive, it was aided via a lot of fourth down conversions. They score going in the half. But other than that, I think their offense was kind of looking a little stuck in the mud at times. I'm more impressed there. Again, you talk about the matchup was the best defense in the NFL of the Buffalo Bills against the explosive offense of the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Kansas City Chiefs have been able to do whatever they want on offense against that Buffalo's defense. I mean, you're talking about adjustments that need to be made in the second half. I know that Mahomes does a great job maneuvering in the pocket. You have got to contain him, and it's a lot easier said than done, but you cannot allow him to go ahead and pick up these yards with his feet and allow him to extend plays. Got to get pressure in his face, prevent him from escaping the pocket, and do not allow him to extend plays.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Then people think that the Islanders could make a run. I don't know about that.
What, to the supermarket? I mean, I don't know. What are they making a run to?
Alexander wants me to show you a little image, Grumpy. And it's a little image about Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers called the Couch Brothers.
Oh, they're out of the playoffs so fast. Well, you know what? You can actually put that on there because, in Tom Brady's case anyway, he's always in the championship game. That's only the third time he's lost the divisional round. He's 14-3.
He won the last 9 divisional round matchups.
Yeah, it's the first time he's lost a divisional round since 2011. 10 years. Think about that. 10 years.
Quite some time, Grum. Quite some time. But I tell you,
look at how many championship games, not even Super Bowls, he's been to. I mean, 14? I mean, think about that. 14 championship games.
And the rumor that he may retire, obviously, is just it's nuts. It's bizarre. Came out of nowhere. Just like the first time it surfaced was today, right before the division round playoff game. That was kind of odd. Rappaport breaks the news. You're like, oh, okay. I guess that's where we're going on it. But we'll talk about that in the actual podcast afterwards. But Grump. So we talked about the defense, what they're going to have to do in order to control Pat Mahomes. What does the offense on Buffalo need to do? You said they were being a little too conservative. I mean, do you think it's just simply, hey, play calling needs to be more adventurous in nature, need to be more aggressive, they need to utilize Josh Allen, and that's all it's going to take in order to put them ahead?
Early on, they were just using little outside screen passes. Then Kansas City sniffed that out, and it took them a drive before they realized they should use the middle of the field. They start using the middle field. They move the ball right down the field. I mean, they have all the weapons they need, honestly. I don't think Kansas City's defense is good enough to stop them. Now, the coaching staff might be able to stop them, their own. But other than that, Kansas City has no answers for them. I mean, Mahomes has just been, to me, he's been fantastic today. Just his maneuverability in the pocket. He ran on the first drive, but really hasn't run since. But they have to be really leery of that. But he's been the difference for Kansas City on their side of the ball.
For certain. He's been outstanding. We talk about like this entire postseason has been defined upon quarterbacks that have played well and quarterbacks that have struggled. And I feel like a lot of these, top name quarterbacks or quarterbacks that are on the precipice, a lot of them have been struggling in the playoffs, as simple as that. And I think Mahomes and Allen both have looked spectacular. And so has Joe Burrow. They have all looked spectacular in their play as of recent. I mean, that's a difference, right, between these teams that are here and the teams that have already gone home. Their quarterbacks have really taken care of business, except one team's quarterback, I think, is still woeful and leaves plenty of holes, and that's San Francisco's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yes. And TJ, I'm going to take a little break if you don't mind. I'll be back momentarily.
Oh, Grumpy, as all those protein shakes going to you, huh?
Yeah. See you in a couple minutes.
A couple minutes, Jesus Christ! Oh, good gracious, Grumpy. Oh man, leave me high to dry over here, Alexander. I don't know what is. Do you want me to show you? Oh, let's pull this up on screen. Oh God. Oh man, but I tell you, this game is close. It's the way we want it to be. I look at it like this. I still think Kansas City's got the upper edge. I think when they're moving the football, they're doing so in a more consistent fashion. I think it's tough to say we're going to rely upon Josh Allen to go ahead and move the needle for us on a drive-in, drive-out basis here with running the football when we're unable to go ahead and convert because of poor running back play there sometimes with Singletary. Just the offensive line doesn't get enough push. I still have got Kansas City in this game. Not sure what you guys are thinking. And Alexander saying, wow, Grump needing a break. That's a first. Yeah, I tell you, it's it's odd to be, shoes on the other foot. That's for certain. But man, oh man, this weekend full of craziness. I don't know. It was worse. Aaron Rodgers just looking again anemic when it came to his performance, or the collapse and the lack of the special team play by Green Bay. And I know we're going to talk a little bit more about this later, but good gracious, I'm not a Rodgers fan, never have been, never liked him as a person, but the punt block and just the inability to execute on the simple things that really allowed the 49ers to win. Neither of those teams are really deserving. And that's how I felt again with this afternoon's game. I mean, the Rams tried to find every which way to lose. I mean, Cam Akers fumbling right there next to the goal line. Cam Akers fumbling again, with less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining as you've got a 7-point lead. And just the turnovers aplenty. I'm just thinking to myself, my God, you have to go ahead and clean those type of mistakes up. If a team's playing, if a team like Kansas City or Buffalo was playing either of those, Tampa Bay or the Rams team today, you'd be looking at a totally different result. I mean, these two teams that we're seeing right now are playing very, very clean football. They're not making mistakes, where we've seen a plethora of mistakes across the board. You look at the afternoon game, you look at that San Francisco and Green Bay game also, and the Cincinnati game. I just think that since these two new, I just don't think they're going to win in the AFC champion or the AFC championship game.
Yeah, I feel the same way, TJ. I thought, I got up for a second and I thought maybe my internet went out because I didn't hear you talking. You sounded like you were totally lost. But it's nice to see you regained your voice a little bit.
I don't want to talk too much about the items that we're going to be talking about this evening, but I just want to give a little bit of a precursor, Grump.
Okay, there was just a lot of dead air. That's all I'm saying. You could have told a joke. Oh, wait, no, you can't do that either.
Hold on. Is your ass trying to say there was a lot of dead air, Grumpy?
There was a
All I'm
lot of dead
saying
air.
I did a fine job, Grumpy. I don't know, Grump. I take less time when I go to the bathroom. Is the prostate? You getting old there with the old prostate? Enlarged prostate?
You got to be kidding me.
Alexander's saying here, I don't I don't think you can blame Rodgers for that loss.
10
When
points. 10 points the whole game. 10
no
points.
touchdowns. And that's, I mean, like, he had no touchdown passes. And again, I get it was cold and it snowed a little bit, but I what I expect out of him,
They scored on the opening drive a touchdown, and that was it for the game for them. That's on Rodgers.
Well, I'm just, he had 200 yards, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, sometimes you need, when things aren't going right, you need your quarterback to take control and to do something different to score a touchdown. Grump, I'm gonna go to the bathroom here before the second half starts. Staying.
Well, that's okay because here the kickoff is just getting ready to happen right now. Go ahead, wander away to the bathroom. What do you got? Prostate issues?
You should have no issues, Grumpy.
Yeah, and you see Tony and Jim talking about the first half highlights, whatever. Let's see what Kansas City comes out doing. You ever wonder why somebody just doesn't kind of pooch it in the middle of the field and have some guys run down and chase it? I don't know. I think anything can happen. Kansas City's going to take over from their own 25. Let's see if they can keep up what they did in the first half. I thought that the Kansas City offense played extremely well in the first half, and I thought that Patrick Mahomes was sensational. If he plays like that in the second half, they're going to be tough to beat. Like I said, I think Josh Allen is outstanding as well. And really it was Buffalo's play calling which hurt them, not decisions that he made. Just interesting. Sean McDermott looks nice and calm and relaxed on the bench. And we know Andy Reid has issues. Again, it's McKinnon running the ball, which was kind of, again, I don't know why he's getting so much run at that position. He's
McKinnon.
He's just kind of small.
Jerick McKinnon's a better running back than the other backs they've got. It's as simple as that.
I don't know. He's mighty thin.
Do you remember? I think you forget the production Jerick McKinnon used to have there with San Francisco.
Yeah, that was 2 knee surgeries ago. Two on ACLs. I mean, there's a reason why they let him go. But it was a nice 5-yard pickup. And there's Mahomes again escaping the pocket, and he goes down early.
Ooh, okay, he's good. He didn't get hit in helmet. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing: he doesn't take a hit. So when he runs the football, I mean, Mahomes doesn't seem like he's ever taken.
He's complaining they didn't flag him.
What do you mean he's complaining?
He was complaining to the refs. When he got up, he was complaining to the refs that, he hit me when I was going down. But he likes to get that last inch, and you kind of open yourself up to that. Big third down to come out here to start the second half, though.
Yes, about to say 3rd and 2 early for the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, both teams. I mean, Kansas City kind of moved the ball at will. They want to pick up this first down as always. Yeah, they're 5 and 6 on 3rd down here so far the game.
And they get the first down on the run. Kansas. One thing Buffalo's going to have to do, and they didn't do it in the first half, and so far they haven't done this. They're going to have to contain Mahomes' escapability in the pocket. Yep. You might have to put a spy on him. Because you cannot let him. You can't let him. I mean, I don't think their offense has been great today, but his ability to get out and make those plays with his feet is what's hurting them. You might have to put a spy on him at some point in time to just negate that.
Okay. If you put a spy on him, then you're going to have players wide open downfield. It's as simple as that. What do you want to do? Get beat via the pass or beat via the run by Mahomes? At least the run by Mahomes isn't guaranteed. And there it is. They're utilizing Jerick McKinnon again. He picks up about a good solid 7 yards on a reception. Remember when I told you that they don't have a running back option, and neither does Buffalo? Neither of these two teams have a strong running back option, Grump. If they did, they would be a dynamo. I mean, could you imagine? I'm not saying putting a guy of Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's the best back when healthy, but putting a guy who's, let's say top 10 running back.
But they're not a rushing team. I know that. They're pass first teams. But just to minimize what those guys are able to do, I just think is a mistake. That's all.
We've got a reception here by Tyreek Hill.
There's number 30. What a waste he is.
Dane Jackson. Grumpy picks up enough for the first down. I don't know what you want. He's in man coverage with Tyreek Hill. And he gets a little out.
I don't want to. He sucks. He can't tackle anyone.
Did he make the tackle on Tyreek Hill? That's all I've got to ask. The answer
Tyreek Hill ran out of bounds. He didn't make a tackle. He tried to dance with them, tried to do Dancing with the Stars with them. How'd that work out?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Kansas City's already in Buffalo territory.
Yes, they are, Grumpy, already in Buffalo territory. You got a completion here to Travis Kelce again. Or I'm sorry,
that's their other tight end.
No, yeah, I apologize, Grumpy. That's Noah Gary,
number 83.
Yeah, Noah Gray. I'm sorry, Noah Gray. Yeah, rookie. But he catches the ball. A little bit of action the ball is being spread around. Love being spread. 2nd and 2. Remember, I told you. I really honestly believed, and I talked about it, and I told you on Thursday. I'm going to say it again here today because I think it's even more true now. You looked at how fantastic that Buffalo defense was. The Buffalo's defense numbers were inflated because they played a lot of bad teams on that schedule.
Okay, they were the lowest scoring defense in the league. They played more teams than they only played 6 games against the AFC East. Every other team that they played, they still had the lowest points against in the league. They didn't shut everybody out in the AFC East.
They played the Jacksonville Jaguars. They played the Carolina.
And Jacksonville beat the hell out of them that game.
They beat them 9-6. They didn't beat the hell of them. They beat the Jacksonville 196. I'm just saying they played a lot of shitty teams. They're not playing Jacksonville. They're not playing Carolina. Not a good pass by Mahomes.
And that's why go for it on 4th down.
I would go for it. If I'm in a situation like this, you're at the 40-yard line.
You're a yard short.
I'd go for it on 4th. But
that looks like they are. Looks like they are going for it.
Yeah. If that ball is on target and hits Tyreek Hill in stride, that's a first down because Tyreek Hill had to kind of stop momentum to reach back and catch that football.
Yeah, to me, this is okay. Here we go.
You're seeing a little bit of a personnel change. They're bringing out a heavy package. Tyreek Hill goes to the sidelines. They've got 3. Look at this in the backfield.
I'm throwing the ball here, though. I don't trust they can pick that. And that's what they did. They did with the throw. There it is.
And look at that. He picks up yards. Jerick McKinnon.
I told you this because here's the thing. They can't run the ball on Buffalo when Buffalo is coming.
Yeah, and they do a little play action. And Jerick McKinnon's able to go ahead and pick that up. A little play action, a rollout. He just pops it right over there to McKinnon. Man, oh, man. I tell you.
The Edmonds. Well, I mean, that's all he could do. That's all he could do. Yeah, he was in no man's land there. And there's Jackson. Of course, he's not going to try to make a tackle. He's maybe the worst cornerback I've seen all year.
You know what you're talking about.
He's terrible.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you tell me more about how Buffalo is going to be able to move the ball out well? This defense is going to be a stout defense. It's not going to allow any yards out of the Kansas City offense. Come on, get the hell out of here, Grumpy.
There he goes. He's just running around in circles. He's making it. And why didn't he just throw the ball away there?
Because he stepped over the line, but I don't know. He was still behind it. I don't know why he didn't just throw it out. Instead, he takes a sack and loses 2 yards.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Hoping, I guess, to continue to prolong the play? ? I'm not sure. Kind of silly, I think, too. But I mean, the secondary does a good job here by the Buffalo Bills. They go ahead and they contain every single wide receiver there and tight end by the Kansas City Chiefs. Now you're sitting at 2nd and 11. You're just on the outside of the red zone for the Kansas City Chiefs.
2 safety high, and that's what's given Kansas City problems in the past. Run to Edwards-Helaire, he picks up 3.
Yeah, picks up about 3 yards there, Grump. You're still going to be in 3rd and 8 situation, still on a passing down here. Let me even ask you this. I know they went for it on 4th down this last drive or this last down. Do you think in this situation they're going to take the points too if they have?
You take the points. You take the points. I agree with going on 4th down from there, but you take the points from here.
Yeah, if it's an easy field goal, you got to go ahead and convert. Well, your kicker did miss his field goal earlier before the end of the half.
It was a 50-yarder. It's a long kick.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll see here. 3rd and 8. He buys time back there.
There's a hold.
Flag.
Oh, look at him. And he got the first down.
Ooh, I tell you.
That's a hold.
Like that. It's going to be called back. Well, looks like that first down is going to be negated with a hold by the Kansas City Chiefs. Got some comments here too. But man, what was Todd Bowles thinking with the play calling, having a safety cover?
He did the same thing. He did the same thing in the first half when it was 3rd and 20. The same exact thing. It's like, what the hell are you doing? I think he's a buffoon.
Yeah.
Him, Leftwich, Arians, they're all the same moronic ilk.
Get a comment here from Alexander. I also thinking Romo is going to be a good head coach in the future. I don't know if he's ever going to go into coaching.
Why would you if you have a cushy gig doing TV commentating? Doesn't get much easier than that.
I was there saying it was terrible call on the hold, and then Brian B there saying hello, folks, first, but unfortunately that penalty. Yep.
3rd and 18. Just don't take a penalty. That's all you have to do is not take a penalty. He's running. He stepped out of bounds around the 20. Why the hell is the official helping him up off the ground?
Who cares?
What the hell is the official doing helping the quarterback up off the ground?
Who cares?
Tell me he's not in the tank. Tell me he's not in the freaking tank from Mahomes. You don't help up the freaking players.
Bad call on the hold. That was right, Alexander. Bad call. I've seen much worse holds before. Grump, there's 10 penalty yards against each team so far today, and you're acting as if they've.
What is the official doing picking the quarterback? What is the official doing helping the quarterback up off the ground?
Who cares? Why is
I do, because it means he's in the tank for them.
Oh, that's what it is. Is that what it is?
You ever see officials helping players up off the field?
They do it all the freaking time.
That's absolute horse shit.
You're ridiculous.
And Butker missed that kick. He
put it in. You're wrong.
Wow. Really?
Why don't you grumpy? You know what you're like? You're like an Islander 6 fan right now. Take a little bit of the
that did not look like it was in.
Take a little bit of the personal bias out right now, Grumpy.
No personal bias.
Relax. He put it in. What are you talking about?
Okay, look at where you're looking at it from. Look at the angle. You're taking the angle from the sideline camera. I want to see it right underneath the goalpost. That's the view I want to see. Right underneath the goalpost.
He put it in. It was good. I don't know what there else is to complain about.
But that's
the Kansas City Chiefs come out on the first drive of the second half. They put up 3. That's a big stop by the Buffalo Bills, though.
Yeah. I think you can't come away with field goals and you get touchdowns. And we'll see I think Buffalo, the conservative play for them is kind of over for the game. They should have realized it now that, you know what?
You think it's as easy and as simple as them being more aggressive than play calling. When you say that, I just think you don't know what you're talking about, because here's the thing. Even on the first drive, when they moved the ball well, it had to be supplanted by 2 4th-down conversions. And again, you're right. They scored right before half. They're running a 2-minute offense, and Kansas City's defense was playing, hey, prevent, don't go ahead and let them get in position. When you play prevent, you're going to allow them to move the ball right downfield.
Okay. Then you know what? Play no huddle. Play it. Make Kansas City stop you, because their dumb play calling is what stopped them. That's what stopped them. Their dumb play calling.
Okay, sure. We'll see.
I'm just saying they got ultra conservative. That 3rd and 2 was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was a bad 3rd and 2 call. I agree with you.
Particularly where they were on the field.
Alexander saying that should have been a penalty. Buffalo's defender kicked Mahomes in the face mask. No, it's not a penalty. He was just following through. But Grump, you understand that referees do occasionally help players up off.
I've never seen officials help players up off the field ever. I've never seen an official go over there, extend the hand to pull up a player. I've never seen that. Never. Go ahead and dig one up from 1943. Why don't you do that? Because that's what you're good at. That's what you master. You're at is officials helping up players. Is that what you typed into the Google machine?
No, I'm going to type it in the Google machine.
Yeah, no kidding. You know what you're going to see?
What's
the official helping up Patrick Mahomes? That's what you're going to see.
Oh my God! No one gives a shit. I know you think that they're going to take. There's been 10 yards. Can we just taper?
I'm just saying. When they call the penalties is more important than the penalties they call. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Nick O's the one who said it. Not me. Nick O said it.
No. You have been saying it all game. Every time. What? No, we missed that game. Pathetic.
Well, okay, they let some blatant holds go right at the center of the offensive line.
Pathetic. What happened to not complaining about officials? You sound pathetic.
Well, it's blatant. It was blatant. They were blatant calls that were missed. Blatant.
You sound pathetic, dude. Christ Almighty, you sound pathetic, Grump. But hey, I mean, Buffalo. They stop them. They think about Buffalo's situation. They left. They were down 7 points with 1:52 left. They go and drive down the field. They score themselves a touchdown. Then they prevent, or you have a missed kick by Kansas City. So you go in a halftime tied, and you hold them to a field goal here on the first drive of the second half. I think, situationally, that's a good spot to be in there for Buffalo's team. I mean, you could have been down. The situation you're looking at with 1:52 left in the first half, it's totally different than what it is currently.
Yeah, I mean, they could have conceivably been down 14, and they're only down 3 getting the ball back.
I was about to say, so I mean, you're talking about the situation they're in. It's much better than where things could have been. My God, the wind is blowing, but they're going to be taking that ball at the 25-yard line, Grump. Be interesting to see what we'll see out of the Buffalo Bills offense, whether they're going to take more of that heavy run approach or they're going to be mixing up more with the pass.
They were doing the NFL Man of the Year thing, and they had Harrison Phillips for Buffalo is their Man of the Year nominee, and he's a guy I would. They showed him doing like a tug of war. He's a guy I would definitely like on my tug of war team.
Oh man. I was about to say, but yeah, you got a whole bunch of people on the other side, I'm sure. Coming out with a little bit of an odd formation here. You got a fullback in the backfield. Again, Kansas City's defense is playing zone and they're kind of laying a little bit off the line. So, it's those routes underneath are going to be open all day. And until you start playing a little closer, it's going to be easy. You're able to dink and dunk your way down the field. No doubt.
Right. And they've showed that they can, like I said, they show they can be patient. They've been patient enough to move it down there. They just get a little too conservative on third downs, I think. But anytime you're picking up 6 yards on first down, you're ready to go for the next series. Pretty much.
Josh Allen tonight, 16 for 19, 120 yards, I believe. 16 for 19 is a hell of
Again, I don't understand the run. I mean, he got 2 yards, but it's like, why are you running that? Why is that the play?
I didn't think he picked up any yards.
He got 2.
Okay. Gonna be then. I mean, it's gonna be third and short, 3rd and 2. I tell you, I mean, the play calling has not been great, but they're playing a little bit more of a conservative style, I guess.
I don't understand
when they need short yards, what do? Quarterback run there to Josh Allen. I'm expecting the same exact thing. Quarterback run here to Josh Allen.
Well, they didn't do it
quarterback power.
Yeah, well, that's what they should do.
Yep. Okay. Well, here it is.
It's a wide receiver sweep, which didn't work. He's short.
He's short.
I don't understand the play calling.
It's an option. It's the option.
I'm going for it here.
He's going to read man, which is the linebacker, and if he's peeling off, he's going to go ahead and hand the ball off.
It's dumb play calling. I'm sorry. That's just dumb play calling. Really dumb. Everything. Why are you running everything wide? They're not stout defensively in the middle.
I'm telling you, it's because you.
They're not. The Kansas City is not stout in the middle. They're not.
You overrated what you saw last week when they were playing the miserable Patriots, and you thought that it meant that they were the greatest thing since sliced bread. Is what that's what I'm believing.
I'm just saying those play calls are dumb.
Or Nico, they're saying here, TJ will pull a clip from the Pro Bowl game. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be pulling any clips. Nick D said here, TJ Grumpy, how you guys doing tonight? Just joining the podcast. Who you guys going for? Go Bills Mafia. Grumpy's for the Bills Mafia as well.
I'm for the Bills Mafia today, yes.
I think the Kansas City's going to win. I mean, think about it. Now there's only 4 minutes and 49 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. You know what that means, guys? Time for a shit ton of TV timeouts.
A lot of commercials.
A lot of commercials is right. My God. The Pepsi halftime show. I've never been a big fan of the halftime shows during Super Bowls. Never have.
Me neither.
Take it or leave it for me. I'll be honest too. The commercials in the Super Bowl, they used to be. Remember when it used to be the Super Bowl commercials used to be something like, oh man, the commercials are always so funny. They were edgy. They were this. They were that. Now all the Super Bowl commercials are garbage. Yeah. They're just like every other commercial. They're a little different, but I mean, like you used to actually get up for the Super Bowl commercials. Oh man, can't wait to hear this. And now it's just like, yeah. I don't have that same feeling.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Was the commercial?
I've never even concerned myself with commercials, Super Bowl commercials. Never. That's a you thing, I guess.
That's a me thing, I guess.
Actually, a lot of women like to look at those commercials. That's why they watch the game.
Oh, is that what you're trying to espouse, Grumpy?
I don't know. You said you like commercials.
I didn't say that. If you listen, you'd hear. But right, I mean, the Bills are going to be they just punted the football, or they're going to be punting the football. And you just
already punted it. It's already punted. Kansas City got the ball, I believe, at their own 35.
Okay, Kansas City's going to be getting the ball back. You score a touchdown here, I think you're in trouble for the Bills. Their offense again, as I mentioned again, their offense has not moved the ball.
It's the play calling. It's the play calling. It's the play calling. The play calling is ultra conservative. Like I said, Kansas City can't stop them. They're stopping themselves with those two conservative runs, both sweeps to each side. I'm sorry, hammer it right up the middle. That's the weakness of the Kansas City defense. They're not the stoutest defense up front.
They do not have a good running back, as I will tell you again.
Run Josh Allen up the middle. Make them stop Josh Allen.
Do you see what I mean, though? Yeah, remember when I told you, and you at the beginning of the podcast, you said, "Oh yeah, they're going to utilize more of the." It all comes back to the Josh Allen show.
It's funny when they were using
Josh Allen show. It doesn't usually work as well.
When they were using Singletary, because they didn't run Singletary. When they use why are you running wide receiver sweeps on 3rd and 2? That's just dumb. It's just a dumb play call. We said the same thing when Kansas City did it. They're just dumb play calls. They never work out. It's a boom or bust play call. You're in a tight game.
Yeah, about at the 40-yard line here for Kansas City.
But no turnovers today.
I was about to say, this has been a clean game. Like when I was talking about when you were gone, that
and here he goes again.
He finds a way to escape the pocket, throw the ball out.
See, I mean, they're going to have to put a spy on him. They're absolutely going to have to do it. He hasn't run this much all year. He's picking you apart now. He's picking you apart by running on every single any play he runs. He runs.
Look at that. Touchdown to he's got a 20 touchdowns to 1 interception at Arrowhead in playoff situations and playoff games.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about a guy who's performed really well in the playoffs at home. And they're going to be playing Cincinnati at home next week if they win again today.
Very true.
So, wow.
If Kansas City wins today, that means was Kansas City rated higher than
yes,
the Bills? Okay.
Higher than Bills.
Okay. I would say the Bills win today,
that wouldn't be an upset game.
That's right. If the Bills win today, then all 4 teams would have been upset. Well, technically upsets, but the lower seeded team would have won.
Gets the ball there. Travis Kelce. They pick up enough of the first down. They're going to be sitting about the 50-yard line, Grump. Tony Cheese saying here, of course, TJ hates the halftime show. It has things that other humans enjoy, like music. You're a sociopath who murders people and keeps toenails as trophies, TJ.
Ouch.
Here it is again. Byron Pringle. You've seen a lot of Pringle here this evening.
That's right.
Yeah. Nick D says NFL has too many commercials for certain to do, so I can catch the highlights on YouTube. It's very feminine of you, TJ, to like commercials there with a winky face. Oh, good gracious, good gracious. This is awesome. I love when Grumpy goes off on you, TJ. Oh yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't? And Cincinnati's defense is no match for Kansas City. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree there too. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, big run.
Yep. Again, that's what happens though when you're throwing the ball on about 80 or 75 or 80% of your downs and you catch them on a rush there, you're able to gash them because they're not sitting on it.
He's really good with his change of direction. He's really, really good at that. That's his strength.
The hole, dude, is
yeah, but
dude, you could have driven a semi truck through that.
Not every back is able to make that stop and accelerate through that hole while it's there. That's his strength. When him running the ball, dude, that's his strength, is his cutback ability.
That hole, you could have picked up 5 yards on that hole, Grumpy.
But not
5 yards. You could have walked for 5 yards.
His cutback ability is his strength. His strength is a running back.
Oh man. Okay. Well, here's a little bit of a wide receiver end around. Let's see.
And touchdown.
Oh, wow. That's it. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, the only good thing is now Buffalo's just going to have to come out throwing the ball now. No more the running. No more of that silly, stupid shit. Brian Daboll probably cost himself a head coaching job today.
You keep saying this shit. All these coaches are still going to get themselves head coaching jobs.
When you are dumb as a coordinator, it costs you opportunities. It does.
Okay.
They stopped.
That's just bad tackling.
Buffalo's defense stopped pursuing. They thought that he was going to stop, and they just stopped pursuing. And he was able to cut that little gap and turn it up. Nice job.
Oh, was he maybe out of bounds?
No.
That's what they're saying? Okay.
Nice job. No, they're not doing that. But see, that's what happened. You should have went for it on 4th down with Josh Allen. And he
holy shit, he misses the extra point. My God. I tell you.
He's missed a lot of those this year.
He was 25 for 28 on field goals this year, though. Wow. I'm sorry. Nick D says, what's your play clock read? I want it to match up. They just missed a field goal, or they just missed the extra point. I'm sorry. Brian B saying here, touchdown, Cincy, or Kansas City. I'm sorry. Alexander saying here, wow, what a play by Hardman. Yeah. He missed that. Yeah, missed the extra point. We talk about, will that have an impact later on in the game?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't think so. Buffalo better worry. You're about to enter in territory where this could be you could be run off the field if you don't score here on this.
I don't think you're going to get run off the field, but like I said, for me, the play calling is just asinine in short yardage situations. It's just dumb. I mean, what does Kansas City do in short yardage situations? Do they just go with sweeps, or do they just try to pound up the middle, or roll out and have Mahomes have your best player make a play? Because that's what Kansas City's done all game, and that's what Buffalo, when they were doing that earlier, was paying off for it. As soon as they stopped doing that, it hasn't worked out well for them.
I'm saying you got to give Kansas City's defense a little more credit than you are. You kept on quoting early,
Kansas
and again,
City's
I told
defense
you
is not very good.
I told you this. I told you this on Thursday, and I'll tell you it here again. You kept on looking at the harbinger for the game at week 5 to be exactly what was going to happen today, and I told you you're foolish to do that.
All I'm saying, Kansas City's defense is not very good. That's all I
played
said.
much better as of recent. After the first 5 games of the year, they really tightened things up. Really did.
They've not been good defensively this year. They've not been.
Okay, fair enough, Grumpy. But the offense again proves to be too much for that Buffalo Bills defense, right? The Buffalo Bill defense, what do they average on average? Give up like 17 points a game. It probably going to be in the 30s.
17.4.
17.4 points a game. Again, that offense. Patrick Mahomes has looked fantastic this evening.
He's been outstanding.
I hate to be a guy that again continues to drool all over him, but he's looked unbelievable.
This is the best game he's played all year, I think. Because he's all year he's not been running. Today he's running all over the place. He's not been doing that. Maybe they just figured, you know what? For us to beat Buffalo, he's gonna have to do some of those running things. Because that's been
all broken plays. It's not a design, it's a broken play, dude.
Yeah, but he's been taking a lot of sacks this year as opposed to running like that. He's been consciously being more in the pocket. They've had 7 plays of over 20 yards today.
A lot. I mean, that's 7 explosive plays.
But see, that's the Kansas City offense. Big chunk plays. If you can make them just grind it out down the field, that's where they fail. But if you give a big chunk plays, they beat you because that is their offense, like I said earlier. That's their offense is big chunk plays.
I mean, for Buffalo, you've got to respond, and it's got to be a touchdown.
Yeah.
You got to be able to respond. There's only 2 minutes remaining here. 2 minutes, about 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you need to me, they need to just come out throwing the ball. Throw the ball. None of this. You get the first down, you get 6 on first down, you get 6 yards, and then you have 2 sweeps. It's just dumb play calling. Are you playing to win or not? Put the ball in your best player in your team's hands. Make him make something happen. Look at the yards this quarter, 125-9.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
I mean, no pressure.
He's got all the time.
And the area is freaking wide open. That's what you need to do is throw the freaking ball down the field. What did I tell you? Stop fucking around with little sweeps and all that bullshit. Just throw the ball because they suck on defense. You are you're keeping them in the game with your asinine play calling, Brian Daboll. Have fun living back in Buffalo again next year in that cold, shitty area. Have fun doing that.
Holy shit. What's worse, the fact that he burns Jesus Christ, the safety over top gets his ass burned. When you see shit like that, it's just a straight fly pattern. That's awful. That's an awful job by the safeties over top providing help. I mean, that is woeful.
That's what they need to be doing. I don't know why they went to the offense they went to after the first drive. It's so dumb. Stop fucking around and actually try to win.
Juan Thornhill. Wow. I'm telling you, bad. Touchdown. Wow. We got a few wow comments in there too. I tell you, wow is right.
Kansas City cannot stop Buffalo offensively. Only Buffalo can stop Buffalo offensively. Period.
Okay. So hold on. I want to go back.
End of story.
I'm saying I think you're oversimplifying it because let's look at the touchdown drives. The first touchdown they've got, they had to convert on 2 different 4th downs. So they had to continue to keep the drive alive. Then they had the 2-minute warning where Kansas City played more of that laid back defense.
They just gassed them on big plays
and then
down the field. They stopped fucking around by running little sweeps and little off tackle runs on 3rd down. They started throwing the ball down the field.
You've got a play here to where it's just a missed assignment, a poor job, poor technique by the safety that scores your touchdown. Again, when you talk about sustainability, I haven't seen much of that out of their drives. I haven't seen much. I mean, you think you're just going to be able to say, "Hey, let's just launch it up, boom, one play, one."
Absolutely, that is absolutely what they can do. That is exactly what they can do. They can't cover.
You lost your damn
Defense
mind.
blows.
You've
It
lost your
blows
damn
out
mind.
loud.
You've
I'm telling
lost
you,
your damn
throw
mind.
the ball down the field. Make them stop you. Don't stop yourself. Make them stop you.
Sorensen and Thornhill suck. Yes,
They
Sorensen
do.
sucks. Yeah.
They absolutely do suck. That's why you take advantage of them. One play, 75 yards, touchdown. Well, you know why? Because you actually took a shot.
Here's the
No
thing.
pressure on it. No pressure. No pressure.
You want to know what's going to happen? Kansas City's going to drive the ball right down the field again. Going to come away with another
We'll see.
touchdown.
Maybe
And
they
then
will.
I'm telling you, what you're seeing out of Buffalo is not repeatable. That's all I'm saying, Grump. Okay, they threw a flyer. How often you think Sorensen? I'm telling you, Thornhill's going to get his ass chewed out on the sidelines, dude. You're freaking sitting back as the cover over top on a fly route, and you got your ass
He
burned.
doesn't have the athletic ability to keep up with Stephon Diggs. And the kid's got a fucking
It wasn't Stephon Diggs. That's Gabriel Douglas, the big target man wide receiver.
Gabriel Davis. Even worse.
Davis, I'm sorry.
Even worse. You got beat by their number 2 wide receiver on that fly pattern. It's even worse. Thank you for making it even worse and proving my point. The number 2 guy blew you away. Not even the number 1 guy, the number 2 guy.
Alexander said that's been the biggest Achilles heel of their season, their secondary.
That's right. You could throw the ball on them all day long. How do you think Cincinnati beat them? They threw the ball all over the park on them.
Well,
I'm not saying Cincinnati's great, but they can throw the ball.
Well, right now it's a 2-point game. Just do it there, Josh, do it, leaping over somebody. But it's, can they stop this Kansas City offense? When I look at sustained drives, Kansas City's been doing it on a consistent basis. Can the Buffalo defense stop this offense, this highly potent and highly talented Kansas City offense?
I could have ran past Sorensen and Thornhill on that.
Bullshit. Oh man. Grumpy.
No turnovers today. I'm going to say it now. Turnover is going to be big. A turnover could make the difference in the game.
I agree with you on that, but here's the other thing, right? You look at the production that he's had, Patrick Mahomes, at home at Arrowhead in the playoffs. It's been phenomenal.
And he somehow gets away.
Dude, that's what I mean.
Man, you got to truck him. That's it. Truck him, man.
Slippery.
You got to really try to ring his bell when he's running like that.
He is so unbelievably elusive back there in the pocket. Yeah. I don't know how he escapes the way he does. Like,
nice hold by 77.
Every time.
Nice hold by 77.
Every single time he finds a way just to escape out of the pocket. Better watch out. That's hell.
Oh boy, they're trying to.
Edmonds should be penalized for that, but
he's on his way down.
Okay, helmet hit. That's a helmet hit.
He's on the way down.
face mask comment or combat or contact.
Are they going to
catch
again? No tackle. Was he not touchdown? Was he not touchdown back there?
That was touchdown. He's touchdown, Grumpy. Relax. But here, right? That was helmet to helmet contact that you weren't complaining about. Yep.
He's on the way down. You can't, because the guy's coming down to you. You can't call that. If he was on his feet, he hits him in the chest.
I've seen players been thrown out of games for that. That's all I'm going to say. That's a good catch.
Oh, he did touch him. Why is he not hitting this guy when he's on the ground?
That's a good catch. That's a good catch.
Nice catch.
The escapability is unreal. Yeah, Evans got away with one. Yeah, it's helmet to helmet. Yep, Alexander, I agree. He did get away with one. But here's the thing. I don't really care. It's a close one. Unless it's something blatant, I'd rather not anything be called in a playoff situation. Tyreek Hill. Why the hell? Jesus.
He's running backwards. Just get the yards. Everything doesn't have to be a 90-yard touchdown play. Just go down. Or get another yard and go down. You wind up losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, well, they're going to go into the fourth quarter with the ball moving here on the Buffalo Bills defense. You wonder, too, how is the Buffalo Bills defense going to be worn out?
They haven't been on the field anywhere near as long as Kansas City has.
What?
Time of possession, Buffalo has the advantage. Look it up.
Right there.
I know you are. Look it up.
All righty, I'll look it up there for you, Grump.
Or it certainly hasn't been egregious one way or the other.
Let's see here if I can get their box score. What's going on here? Jeez. Let's see here. Pull up on. I'll let you know when I get it pulled up. But I mean, you've got them driving. You got them driving down the field, and I'll be interested, Grump. I'll be interested to see. I'll be interested to see if we see the defense continue to falter. I mean, Mahomes looks dialed in. The guy looks fantastic. When you watch, I mean, people said earlier on in the year, Mahomes just hasn't looked like Mahomes. He looks about as good as he possibly can this evening. He looks exactly like what Mahomes, the brand and the status that you associate with Mahomes. He's looked everything like that this evening.
Actually, Kansas City is dominating time possession, just to let you know.
Okay. I knew they were.
It's like 27-17.
No.
Well, here's the thing. It's a cold night. It's not like, they're going to be tired from the
I'm not saying they're going to be tired from the temperature. I'm saying they're going to be tired from the plays and the yardage.
I think they're going to be tired from chasing around Patrick Mahomes all night.
That doesn't help either. These plays are all, think about how many broken plays. You talk about the coverage, right? When it's broken like that, you've got to stay in coverage there for a lot longer for your corners and your safeties. So that's
I'm just going to say they had no scheme for Mahomes' ability to escape the pocket, because this is not the way he's played all year, like he's playing today. And kudos to Patrick Mahomes taking more responsibility on his shoulders and doing that. He's been great today.
He's the star of the day. He's the star of the day. There's no doubt about it. I mean, both of these quarterbacks have been fantastic. Josh Allen only has 3 incomplete passes, 17 for 20. Patrick Mahomes, 22 for 28. I mean, both of these quarterbacks have had a fantastic.
And 2 of those were throwaways at the end of the half. Two of Mahomes' incompletions were throwaways at the end of the half.
That's right, Grumpy. That's right. Don't forget. I mean, Patrick Mahomes leads the Kansas City Chiefs in rushing yards with 69 yards on the ground. Wow. I tell you, he's been, both of these quarterbacks have been fantastic. We have been really in for a treat this weekend after it was kind of, you had to really grit through the super wild card weekend, but the divisional round has been, I mean, it's been a treat all the way around, I think, Grump.
I agree.
Yeah, so time of possession.
And honestly, this has been the best game of the bunch because it's been back and forth. I mean, even today's game, it was Rams, then Bucks, and then Todd Bowles shit the bed. And that was that.
Well, 2nd and 5 here. And Tyreek.
Nice escapability by Hill on that one.
I was about to say, I feel like he was almost brought down there once, but he's another one of those guys that are just so quick and slippery.
And it's the crossing routes.
Down.
It's those crossing routes. You get a guy like that open in space, full speed, catching the ball, and let him make a play.
That's not a crossing route, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That is a crossing route. It's directly crossed over the front of the offense. What are you talking about?
Crossing routes are down the field when you dive down the field. Yes.
Okay. That's a crossing route. It's a crossing route. He crossed right over the front of the offense.
It's called an in. But yes, they're at the 50-yard line here, grumpy old man. Kansas City Chiefs, again, moving the ball at will.
And there's Mahomes. He's out running again. Just throws it away.
No need. He throws it away. He's looking for a call. I wonder.
He's always politicking for calls too.
Every coach politics for calls, or every player politics for calls. I'm sorry. Every quarterback politics for calls. Grump.
Look at Josh Allen, 7 touchdowns and 7 incompletions this postseason. Pretty good. Mahomes was perfect in the 3rd quarter. Perfect.
Wow.
9 for 9.
Think about it. He's only got 7 incompletions the entire postseason. And I tell you, if they lose, it's not on his. I don't think it's on his shoulder to bear.
No.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire finds a way. Yep, finds a way to avoid the first tackler at the line of scrimmage. He picks up about 5 yards.
Yep, and it puts him in a very manageable 3rd and 5.
Absolutely. What a film saying here. I streamed your channel on the dog walk. Didn't miss a thing. Well, thanks, Woody. About to say, you've tuned in. You've tuned in at the perfect time. A 2-point game with Kansas City in the 4th quarter. We're in for a treat.
It's been a good game. It's been the best one.
Absolutely, Grump. About 3rd and 4 for the Kansas City Chiefs in Buffalo territory. Oh man. Mahomes looked like he was going to run. Then
I thought he was going to run too. 4th and 4. You go for it or punt?
I don't know. I'd go for it. Even though I'm not a big guy, I go for it because that's the mentality that Buffalo. They're double teaming there. Tyreek Hill. I'm going for it just because I know that's the mentality that Buffalo has right now. That's the only reason I'd go for it.
They're punting. They're punting. The hippie is punting.
Not a fan of the decision. No need. You're moving the ball at will. Why punt the football?
Let's see if they have a 91-yard touchdown pass, one play touchdown.
It's not going to happen. Again, it's not sustained, and maybe that's the reason why Kansas City felt comfortable punting the football, because they said it was just a blown coverage. Other than that, we've really had their defense or their offense under wraps.
Yeah, maybe. I just find it amazing how the NFL is able to manage to get these games in the time slot that TV allots them. I just think it's
every time.
It's a real skill. It's a skill. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You don't want to run too long. Don't want to be too short.
I wonder who does that, like whose job, because there's somebody whose like job it is to do that.
I bet they get paid good money too. That's a very, very important thing to do. Keeping you awake over there?
For their pockets, yeah, it's a very, very important job. Yeah, the game, man, it's such a drag, Grumpy, hard to stay awake. But yeah, I wonder how they do that type of job. Got a comment here by Alexander saying, flip the field. Yeah, I get it. They flip the field, but I don't know. You've been moving the offense. The last few drives, you've been moving at will. Why not just go for it on 4th and 4?
Well, because if you don't get it, you give Buffalo the ball at midfield. That's the only reason why you don't do it, right?
I still don't even mind that if Buffalo has the ball at midfield. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. I mean, this is a game where you look at it, right? There haven't been too many errors, no interceptions, no fumbles, no turnovers, not been a lot of penalties. Only been 3 total penalties called for a total of 10 yards apiece for each team. This is a game to where, again, it's been, I don't know, Grumpy. I think it's been a pretty clean game. It's been well played by both teams.
Yeah. Limited penalties, no turnovers, no sloppy play. You can't say that about any of the other games. I mean, come on.
Yeah. John P said, TJ, yeah, take a little yawn. Yeah, it's taking a little yawn there, John P. What you looking up, Grumpy?
I'm trying to see what the cap space that Kansas City has right now going forward. I don't know if Mahomes is on his new contract extension or not.
Yeah, he is, based off when he was drafted, I believe. But I tell you, this team is still very talented, this Kansas City team. I mean, anytime you've got an elite caliber quarterback like that, you're always able to stay competitive. And he's really been dialed in this evening. I'll be interested to see how Josh Allen dials back. He's looked good today.
No, actually, this is the last year on a manageable cap number. Next year, it goes up to $35 million. His cap value right now is only $7 million. So you're going to see changes in Kansas City after this year.
Okay, Grump. Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about what's going on here today. What's going on
right down the field. 16-yard gain. Why? You know what? They're saying we're not going to play. We're not going to be playing around with the little runs anymore. We're going to throw the ball. We're going to put it in Josh Allen's hands. Make him make plays.
We'll see. We'll see how that pans out, Grumpy. Ooh, man, I tell you. It's been giving me issues today. But they need to keep on moving the ball downfield, and they've been much more successful throwing the football than they have on the run. I mean, even though they wanted to try to establish Singletary, they wanted to try to establish the run game. It hasn't been successful for them.
No, I don't understand that play.
I don't either. Here's the thing: maybe everybody was covered up. He saw. Oh, he's hit himself.
It was on him. It was way too quick. He got rid of that ball.
Josh Allen. Poor play call or poor execution on that play, Grump.
Yeah.
Tony Cheese saying, "Oh, by the way, thanks, boys. I had to take a forced impromptu vacation. Use it or lose it, and you guys helped keep me occupied this week. Lots of content this week. Good to hear, Tony. Absolutely. Good job timing the snap. I was going to call it offside. Full start. They're going to be 2nd and 15. Can't shoot yourself in the foot like that.
Very true.
Full start. My God. Man,
is this guy wearing a fanny pack? What's he wearing now?
Oh, he's wearing a hand warmers.
Oh, okay.
What? Come on, Grumpy.
Well, maybe it's a fanny pack. Probably has Pat Mahomes playing cards in there. He wants him to sign.
Is that what it is? After he helped him up? Yeah. Is that what you're espousing?
Can you sign this for me, Patty?
Yeah, that's it. Alexander's saying, "Here we go." Yep, here we go. Let's see.
To me, Buffalo needs to score on this drive. Oh my God, was he in bounds? He was out of bounds.
And he kind of bumbled the ball a bit too.
Yeah, that's a freaking laser beam too.
The guy's got a fantastic arm.
I'm telling. He balled it. That's the only reason. Because if he catches that clean, it's a completion.
That's what I told you. Grumpy, I'm watching on a little tiny phone. I could tell he bobbled the football. Come on, Grumpy. But yeah, I mean that's.
They love to show that. They love to show those replays from every angle when the officials make a good call, don't they? Though they love. Or look at how smart they were. They saw this. They show also 800 different angles, every zoom possible, every little foot moment. Look at how good they were on that. Yeah, no, that's not. It's a big 3rd and 15.
Yeah, well, you're at your own 20-yard line, so I'll be interested to say if they, see if they say that just let it rip. Yeah. So again, that Buffalo Bills offense, besides the big play, besides the 4th down conversions, besides the 2-minute offense there, as half was about to end, haven't really done much, man. So
you picked Tampa Bay to win today, didn't you?
Well, hold on.
You picked Tampa Bay to win today, right? Who did I tell you? They had no shot. They got run off the field. If LA didn't implode, they would have got rolled today.
And let me ask you this too, Grump, because again, I think talent-wise, and I still think this is the issue with LA. Talent-wise, they're a fantastic team. I think the coach and Sean McVay is just. You talk about how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are undisciplined. Dude,
that's got to be a block in the back.
Yeah, here it is. As a flag. The mistakes that the Rams make on a consistent basis are just yikes. It's bad.
Yeah. Like I said, if it wasn't for Tampa Bay's coaching staff, they would have won today.
You say the same thing for the Rams. If it wasn't for hideous Rams coaching staff, they would have walked away with that win today.
Well, no, they turned the ball over 4 times. You can't turn the ball over 4 times.
But is it not coach's decision to continue to put the same guy out there who's fumbling the ball? That is coach's decision, man.
No, when you scheme up, when you put a defensive scheme out there that gets burned in the last 18 seconds of the game, that's all on the coaching staff. Yeah. Every single bit of it.
I'd say both coaching staffs were not good today. That's what I was going to say. This game has been the cleanest played game that we've seen so far to the division weekend.
These are the 2 best teams in the league, in my opinion. They're 2 best teams in the league.
They've been fantastic. It's unfortunate that we're having to see them face off in this round, too.
Yeah. This should have been the championship game.
Super Bowl, yeah. Or the AFC championship, at least. What a film's there saying, yeah, the Rams deserve to lose that game. I was about to say, how many mistakes they make. What are they going to call here?
Full start.
Oh, illegal formation.
Shot block, Kansas City.
Oh, God. Block below the waist. Yeah.
Replay.
Okay, so they're going to offset.
Much ado about nothing.
Christ almighty.
Why don't I just say no, flags on both teams are replaying it down? Why don't I just say that instead of wasting time?
Okay, gracious, man. Josh Allen, that 75-yard touchdown pass. I'm just getting notifications about it. But going to see punt. Honestly, it was a good punt, too.
I mean, very good.
So be interested to see if he can replicate that on this attempt.
See, I'm not kicking the ball to Tyreek Hill. I'm just not doing it. I'm kicking the ball towards the sidelines. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Give me one
I'm not kicking the ball right down the middle of the field to Tyreek Hill. It's just dumb. Just a dumb play. Let's see if they repeat their mistake. Right down the middle of the field. Oh, and we see us the same thing. The same thing. And here we go. He runs it in. They get it all the way down to the 15. What did I just say? What did I just say before they did it? Do not kick the ball to Tyreek Hill. No. Don't do it. And what do? Right to Tyreek Hill, and he gets what, a 60-yard return? That's called dumb coaching. Again, why are you kicking him the ball?
45-yard return. Good job.
Kick the ball towards the sideline.
Man.
And I'll tell you what, the kicker did a nice job getting involved. He made the tackle. Number 3 made the tackle. After a shitty punt just cost your team, he made the tackle.
Okay, okay. No, okay. You can't get 3 missed tackles by your freaking kick coverage team. Come on.
Okay, he made the tackle, though. If he didn't make the tackle, he scores.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Best thing Buffalo can hope for right now is just a field goal for Kansas City.
Yeah. I'm not sure. You look at it in the red zone so far this evening. 3 trips to the red zone, 2 touchdowns, and 1 field goal.
And then
Jerick McKinnon.
Why are they going run there? You got them on the ropes. Go for the throat.
They have been establishing the run, and they've been, again, via either Mahomes or McKinnon or Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That is what wears that defense down, man. So
how many times was outside of Mahomes, how many times they run the ball this year today? 10 times maybe? I mean, not a whole lot of times. And remember, Mahomes they're not programmed runs.
Yeah,
I mean, design run plays to running backs, I bet you maybe 10 the whole game and another
18
run.
outside of Mahomes. So
oh, my God. Was that a fumble?
I'm just not getting it back up here.
I think Kansas City got the ball back.
Yeah, they've got Mahomes has 20, or Mahomes has 7 rushes. They've got 24 rushes on the afternoon or the evening. So, okay. I mean, they've been trying to establish the run, and I mean, you look at it between Hardman, he's a wide receiver,
and there's a fumble, and they don't recover the ball. Ugh, what luck! A guy totally out of the play makes the fumble recovery.
Big number 77, the big O tackle comes up with the recovery. I love it. The big O lineman gets a little bit of love. What a film saying the Cowboys are the best team in the league. They got burned by the officiating, or they would have won a Super Bowl.
They got burned by bad coaching.
Dak Prescott's not great either. I mean, like, yeah, he didn't look great in the big moment. So never really has, though. Oh, wow. Here you go.
Pitch.
Trickery.
Oh, why?
That play. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Jesus Christ.
Why?
Dumb.
Why is that dumb? The play call?
That is so dumb. Oh. That is so. What? Hold on. What are they going for on 4th down? That is such a.
There's no way you should go for it on 4th down here. No way.
That's Blake Bell, Grumpy. Remember Blake Bell, the old quarterback from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Who converted the tight end? That's him.
To me, there's no way they should go for it here. Okay, they're kicking the field goal. There's no way you could go for it there. You're only up by 2 points. Field goal would beat you.
That's such a dumb play
call. Dumb play call. It's like, how dumb can you be?
And Harrison Bucker has missed a field goal today and an extra point. So
he kicked that one through.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, that's just yikes.
That's a win for Buffalo's defense, though.
For certain,
but honestly, what should Kansas City have done? Come out throwing the ball.
It was 3rd and 1. Run the damn ball.
Come out throwing the ball on 1st down. They ran the ball 3 times.
They ran the ball 3 times. I didn't have an issue with running the ball 3 times. You're moving the ball. Run the ball up the middle. Gain yourself 1 yard. QB, I don't give a shit. Do not run a designed misdirection where it's a tight end. It's your tight end who was an ex-quarterback in college. He's going to be running an option, a pitch option. I mean, dude, he's not only is he not quick. I'm just like, what did you expect to have happen? You were on the edge where there was no wide receiver or tight end help the block. It was just 5 linemen on that side, or just a tackle on that side. It just doesn't pan out. I don't know what you're expecting from that.
I don't know. You had 1st and 10 at the 15. You come out throwing the ball. You come out throwing the ball. It's what you've done well all night. Throw the ball. Don't run it. Throw it. You had them on their heels. You had a chance to put them away, and you let them off the hook.
Tony Cheese saying, I didn't know that Antonio Brown was a rapper. Is he?
He doesn't. I don't think he knows that either.
What a film saying. I agree. The Cowboys have problems and a bad coach. Yeah. I was about to say, you could tell. I mean, these 2 teams that we've been seeing tonight, they've made poor coaching decisions as well. But the quarterback play has been fantastic by both young men. So,
yeah, really good, really good.
I just don't get a play call. I haven't understood a few there on Buffalo's side, but this one just is.
Well, even Kansas City. I mean, put the ball in Mahomes' hand. Put the ball in his hand. You want to roll him out to make a pass? He's got. I mean, he's slippery as an eel out there. Really tough to bring down. It's like you score a touchdown there, and that's pretty much game, isn't it?
Think about Travis Kelce, too. Think about Travis Kelce. I mean, you've got a big tight end threat who's a fantastic guy who hauls in those receptions. He's only received four receptions there for about 42 yards, I believe, or 40-some-odd yards here today. So, I mean, like, Travis Kelce, tell me that's not perfect to dial up, some sort of pass where you're going to target Travis Kelce. And if not available, go ahead and run and earn yourself a yard.
something. I mean, not that play. You're taking the ball out of your best playmaker's hands. You have 3 primo playmakers on that team: Mahomes, Kelsey, and Hill, and none of them were involved in that play. Baffling to me.
Tony Cheese saying 4th down and in the red zone, the Bills going for it or are they kicking? I think if the Bills are in that situation, I think they're going for it. On 4th and 1 like that, it was 4. Well, they lost yards, but I guess it was like 4th and 3. I think the Bills would go for that. Especially the situation they're in now, right? They're down by what now, 5? So I think they're definitely going for it on 4th.
Yeah, they'll go if the Bills score a touchdown, they go for 2-point conversion.
Jimmy C says here is Aaron Rodgers going to the Cleveland Browns?
Oh, I don't think he even knows what he wants. He was even talking about retiring. Yesterday he said, I don't know. I'm going to see how long I want to do this. I mean, here's the thing. He's not going to go to a better he's got a really good situation in Green Bay. Really good. No other team is really competitive in that division. Your automatic walk into the playoffs every year. Why would you want to go somewhere else? I don't know. He's a weird cat, though. That's for certain.
He doesn't want to return back. I mean, you saw the loss and the struggle they had, and then Devontae Adams is not returning either. Oh wow, it's a good catch, even though I think the ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage. A good catch there. Grew up like Cole Beasley.
Yep, gain of 8.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, Cleveland does need a different quarterback. Baker Mayfield's not the answer, despite whatever he was playing on this year. His non-throwing arm was a little banged up, but he's just not the answer there for Cleveland.
No.
Holy shit. Did you just actually finally admit to that?
I wasn't even paying attention to you.
I know you do that on a consistent basis, but I said Baker Mayfield's not the answer in Cleveland. You said,
well, he's probably, here's the thing. He's not going to be worth the contract money that he wants. That's for certain.
We got a little read option here, and Josh Allen gets wrapped up in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
That's a missed tackle by the left tackle there. Missed a block by the left tackle. That's all on him.
Well, let's watch again here. I got to watch this again, Grump. Yeah.
He gets his guy. Totally missed his guy, Williams. Totally missed this guy.
Well,
he knew it. He knew it. When I see a lineman going like this after the play, throwing his head back, he knows. 3rd and 3. It's almost like you got to go for it on 4th down.
No, you do not have to go for it on 4th down. You're down by 5 points. What?
What's the option? Kicking it to Tyreek Hill for another punt return touchdown.
Punting the ball. I don't know.
The option?
They might have to deal with it. There you go. Cole Beasley getting utilized. Think about it. Cole Beasley hasn't been utilized much today either.
Nope.
So, I mean, you look at Travis Kelce hasn't been utilized much. Cole Beasley hasn't been utilized much.
Stephon Diggs.
Yep. Stephon Diggs has been relatively invisible. Simple as that. I mean, Gabriel Davis, he's got 115 yards on 4 receptions, all due to the 75 receiving yards that he got on that. Stephon Diggs has 3 receptions for 7 yards. He has been invisible. Absolutely invisible this evening.
Up there. And speak of the devil, hey, 4 targets, 3 receptions, 7 yards. Bingo. There you go.
Boom. Fantastic. Alexander saying, A-Rod, Aaron Rodgers to Miami. Maybe. It depends on who the coach is.
Yeah, you got to see who the coach is.
I mean, that's a good job by Singletary fighting for those yards. I mean, initial contact comes about 1 yard after the line of scrimmage. He's able to gain about 4 or 5 on that play, Grump.
Well, you can run the ball up the middle on them. They're not good defense. They're not.
Okay.
You can try to sell them as a good defense, but
I'm not selling them as a good defense. I'm just saying, I mean, okay, Devin Singletary's got 8 rushes for 20 yards this evening. So, I mean, but
he got stopped on sweeps, losing yards.
Well, here's
another run. Why on God's green earth are they running the ball here? I don't understand it. I just don't understand the play calling. Throw the ball. Their secondary sucks. And you want to dink and dunk as opposed to actually putting pressure on that secondary. Run, sweep, run. Come on.
Steve Spagnuolo is dialing up a perfect defensive game plan, Grump.
Yeah, that's it.
3rd and 4.
Yeah, he must have Brian Daboll's playbook. Did they bring pressure here? They bring pressure here.
Design QB run.
And he gets the first down.
I'm telling you though, dude, those type of hits start wearing on you.
He's only run the ball 5 or 6 times today.
No, he's run the ball more than that. Grump.
I think he's run the ball 6 times today.
8 rushes.
8. Okay. How many is Mahomes on it?
7. But Mahomes doesn't take any hits every freaking time this guy Allen fronts the
Well,
ball.
he took a hit. He took a couple of hits, and here's an
I mean, that's
injury
a
to
hit right
somebody
there. I
else.
mean, think about it. He's laying the boom. Trust me. Again, he's more of a physical quarterback than Mahomes is. That's fine. I'm just saying. I'm not a big fan of that style. Never have been. Never will be. Nick D saying big QB sneak on that play for certain. For certain. Aaron Rodgers to Miami though. That'd be interesting. Like they got pieces around him in Miami.
Yeah, he's a real prima donna though, and he doesn't win. He's not a winner. That's the biggest issue with him. He's not a winner. You got to win games if you're going to be a prima donna.
I wonder. You always hear him linked. He was always linked out there to Denver.
I mean,
why? Denver's not close to competing.
They don't have a coach either. None of these teams have coaches.
I mean, you look at it too. The cast and crew and the players on a roster in Denver are not great. Maybe he looks at some wide receiver options and he says, oh, "Okay, great. I got Jerry Jeudy. I've got Noah Fant. I've got some options out there. I've got running backs aplenty. I could go with Melvin Gordon. I could. I'm just sorry. I can go with Williams. I just don't see it in Denver.
Yeah, I don't. But that was one of the spots he said he wanted to go.
Yes.
I mean, the same thing with Deshaun Watson, wanted to go to Denver. Denver? Do they look that great offensively? I don't think so.
I tell you, it's odd. It's odd though when you hear that type of stuff. I'll be interested to see who they final. They're getting down to a few finalists, but I'll be interested to see how it all pans out. Alexander says, "Yeah, but Miami's defense is elite, so you got to give him some pieces on offense, and he can win."
They don't have a coach yet. They need a coach. He's not going to. First of all, free agency is until March, but
you talk about also about the offensive line real quick too. The offensive line in Miami's not great. I don't think he wants to get pummeled. Miami.
Yeah, and he's a real prima donna. That he is.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, he's not going anywhere till he knows who the coach is.
I'll be interested. We'll talk to you about Brady after this game, whether we think he's going to retire or not, because that story just shattering, right? Nobody would have thought today before today game, that he's just like the ageless wonder.
Usually he's really pissed after losing games. He didn't look pissed today. Maybe because he knew he did the best he could do, and they just, I can't play defense too. Maybe that's a thought process that he had. I can't call the defensive plays either.
We've got you got Ward, the corner out for the Kansas City Chiefs.
So what's the first thing you do? Attack his replacement. First thing.
Yep. 1st and 10.
5 minutes to go.
Wow, that's right. Only 5 minutes. Here it is. Buffalo's trying to go ahead and draw and suck all the time off of this clock too. That's why they're running
Smart
the ball.
Move.
Ooh, well, Josh Allen facing pressure. He gets the pass off. A good job by him buying time back there, too. We talk about how Mahomes has done a great job maneuvering in the pocket. Allen faces pressure from about 2 different defenders there on the Kansas City Chiefs side. And, again, just able to avoid and get that pass away, throws it out of play. And it's 2nd and 10 for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. But Kansas City's in really good, not because they have a 5-point lead, but with the time on the clock also. Even a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, Kansas City's got plenty of time coming back. I don't see this being, another 5 minutes on this drive, if they can even score a touchdown. And there they go, nickel and diming it down the field to Cole Beasley.
About 3rd and 2, right? About 3rd and 2.
And to me, it's 4-down territory from here on out. You're not giving Kansas City the ball back.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's it's less. It's going to be your 4 minutes left. Yep. I mean, if you're Kansas City, let me ask you this: do you just say screw it? Let's give up a touchdown real quick so we get the ball back?
Well,
I mean, they're just driving the ball.
Well, and there's Beasley, 6 targets, 6 receptions, 60 yards. 6 is across the board there.
And here's a little bootleg here, a naked bootleg.
He'll get there.
Josh Allen, yeah, for certain. Yeah, he got the first down. Yeah, for certain.
I mean, that's the play call. If you're gonna, that's the play call.
Brian B said, "Yep, the Bills can run this game out now. It's the way it looks."
I don't think they can run the game out.
They've got enough time to run.
There's so much time. Kansas City's got 3 timeouts left. There's so much time left on the clock.
Nice play by Allen. Yes, agreed, Grump. Aaron Rodgers is high maintenance eccentric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what are films they're saying? Are you guys doing the AFC and NFC championship games? We're thinking about it, but we'll let you know as we get closer to it.
I am baffled by the play calling. All right, maybe you do want to run clock out.
They want to run the clock out, man. They do not want to give Patrick Mahomes too much time, I guess, to storm down the field and score a touchdown or hit a game-winning field goal. But doesn't it have the feel to it? Look at every single game. They score a touchdown. They put up. I mean, you score a touchdown. I'm going for, I assume, a 2-point conversion. If I'm Buffalo,
Buffalo is absolutely going for a 2-point conversion.
Yep, which gives you a 3-point lead. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left. My God, dude, you're right. They're just draining clock any which way they can. Oh, incomplete. Well, here's the issue, right? Oh, God. 3rd and 6. I mean, it is 4-down territory, no doubt.
That's why I'm just not a big believer of running the ball here. You can still make little passes.
If I'm Buffalo, I'm running this down. I'm picking it up where it's 4th and manageable, 4th and short, so I could just give the ball to Allen again. I'm running the football right here. It's 3rd and 6. Pick yourself up about 3 or 4 yards. Make it 4th and 2, 4th and 3. Then let Allen go ahead and rush for a first down. Let him take another beating. Well, they said, screw it. We're just going to skip ahead. We're going to give Allen the ball right now. Only picks up a short gain of 2, making it 4th and 4. Yikes.
Oof. You don't want to be 4th and 4.
Hey, Thornhill. Hey, Thornhill with a nice play for certain. Did a good job breaking up that pass. 4th and 4. Here's the thing, though. If you didn't take the style of, hey, we want to run the clock out, if you were stopped on 4th down, you would still be getting the ball back with enough time. You still had timeouts left, but I mean, you're pretty much in screwed mode unless you force a 3 and out if you're not able to pick this 4th down up.
Yeah. Here's play of the game right here, right? He escapes the pocket.
Wow.
And he's going to run with it, and he got the first down.
Here's the thing. I don't know why you were even treating him like he could have passed. Allen's not a guy who's going to be passing there. And when he requires to and he needs a big play, he's not passing. He's running with his feet. That's poor defense. Poor defense there by Kansas City Chiefs. How many more missed tackles?
Well, Buffalo's done the same thing all day. You say same thing about them, defending Mahomes, right?
No.
Same thing.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. I'm just saying that the missed tackles there on that particular play on 4th and 4. I mean, we talked about Mahomes. He's just elusive. He's slippery as an eel.
So is Allen.
My God. Is that
the ball? You got to catch the ball. Got to catch the ball.
Wow.
Got to catch the ball.
Ooh,
right
Cole Beasley looks a little banged
I'll tell you
up.
what, he got lit up on that play too.
Let's see. Oh. His helmet.
That's a penalty.
No, it's not a penalty, Grump.
So you're allowed to club guys in the head. You're allowed to club guys in the head.
He was sliding down. He's making a tackle. Dude, you sound like a. He clubbed
that guy in the head. He clubbed the guy in the head. I'm just saying that's what he did.
He made a tackle. It was a form tackle. The guy's sliding the ground. Stop.
He clubbed him in the head. He ripped his helmet off.
Dude, you're ridiculous.
Okay.
That's nuts,
Will Stephon Diggs make any plays? Oh, they're running it wide. They're sweeping.
Every single
time.
Stay
in bounds. Don't run out of bounds.
What have they been doing? Every single time they need to pick up yards, it's just a quarterback power. Every single time.
He needs to stay in bounds, though.
They cannot get yards any other way. They can't. They're not, you talk about how fantastic. That's the only way they can pick up yards on his back, on his legs.
2 drop passes by Cole Beasley in the last 4 plays. 2 drop passes. He's got to catch those balls. It keeps the clock moving too. It benefits you.
And no holding on that scramble, by the way, is what Tony she said. Again, I wasn't watching close enough to see if the holding was going on or not.
How can you even see it on that phone?
I just said I wasn't watching close enough to see.
3rd and 7. Another 3rd and 7.
What a play there by Allen. Unreal, says Alexander, and almost picked off. Yep, for certain. 3rd and 7. God. And they lose yards. My God.
Oof, that's terrible.
That's about a worst case scenario. Josh Allen panic throws it there. Don't catch the football.
Panic throws. What else was he going to do?
I'm just saying, don't catch the ball.
Okay, well, don't say it's Josh Allen panic throwing. What else was he going to do?
Man, again,
he's
maneuvered. He's maneuvered in the pocket all afternoon. Didn't even attempt. As soon as he got pressure, he said, "Nope, just throwing this one away. Just throwing this one here to the running back." It's 4th and 13 now. I mean, it's a panic throw, and the running back should not touch and should not catch that football. He knows where he is.
Do you go for the field goal here and then try to get them off the field with your 3 timeouts.
Hell no, there's 2 minutes left. Your defense has been walked all over all game. This defense is not that good, as I've told you for the millionth time.
I'm just saying they've only scored 26. How many they got? 26 points today?
Look at the total yards. Have you looked?
They've only scored 26 points. What I'm saying is, do you kick the field goal? Because 4th and 13, probably not the highest percentage play. Do you kick the field goal, then stop them on 3 downs and call your timeouts and get the ball back with what? A minute 40 left.
I'm going for it. You just burned a timeout too. You're going for it. Simple as that.
Okay.
You're going for it.
Okay.
I mean, you don't burn a timeout.
I'm just saying 4th and 13 is like, that's a tough one to pick up.
Yeah. And that's Tony. And we got a few comments here. He's saying, I definitely clubbed him in the head in this day and age. That's a penalty. No, he's just going for the tackle. Just going for the tackle. Wow, terrible.
He absolutely clubbed him in the head though, and ripped his helmet off.
I don't know why not kick the field goal here and rely on your defense. It's been walked all over. And then Tony Chiefs saying, yeah, you can't get the Chiefs off the field, not in the 3 and out too. Buffalo's defense has not played bad. They can stop them. I don't know. I'm sorry. They get a 358 total yards of offense today. And anytime the Chiefs need to move the ball, they've been doing so.
Yeah, I don't know. But here's the thing. Again, the play calling, it's like the play. Brian Daboll just kind of shit the bed at the end. I don't understand. They've not even tried. How many passes they tried to throw actually down the field? 2 the whole game.
It's not the fact that they're just trying to throw the ball down the field. I'm telling you, they wanted to drive this ball, continue to run clock, and they wanted to have the chance to score the touchdown right as time expired. That's what they wanted. They didn't want to score too early and give Mahomes. I mean, look at all the drives Kansas City's had.
But you have to score. You could have run more time at the back end. You definitely could have. But you got to get close enough. You can't have it where it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 all the time, 4th and 13. You got to get closer than that. You got guys dropping passes in the middle of the field. You got to catch those balls. Execution, right?
Man, I tell you.
Play the game,
4th
right?
and 13.
Oh my God.
What the hell? There's a guy on the field. Look at that. There's a streak. I love how they immediately.
First of all, he's not a streaker. He's not a streaker. He had all his clothes on.
What do you call it then, Grump, when a guy runs out?
Just an idiot who ran on the field. That's what I call it.
I call him a streaker, no matter what.
No, a streaker is a guy who take all their clothes off and runs on the field. That's a streaker.
Okay, so what do you just say? A pitch invader, somebody ran on the field. I don't know. I call them everybody who streaks on the field, they run on the field.
No. You don't. Here's the thing. You don't know what the term streaker is because it was something that was done in the 1970s. People would rip all their clothes off and run in front of TV cameras. They were called streakers, or run on football fields or baseball fields. They called them streakers.
4th and 13 here for the Bills, grumpy old man. Look at how Kansas City's lined up. I mean, they're playing more for the line of scrimmage to gain is where they are currently. Can Josh Allen go ahead and pull some magic out of the hat? They're 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions this game.
Touchdown. Holy shit.
What the hell are they doing? Look at that blown fucking assignment. That is awful. They're running zone. The zone is all back as well. There was nobody even close. I don't get that. Wow is right. Wow.
Here's the thing. Kansas City has plenty of time. Plenty of timeouts. This is a 2-point conversion.
For certain. I have to see this game. What the hell were they doing? It's zone coverage.
He fell down.
Holy shit. Oh my God. That's
how many guys we've seen falling down a lot today, haven't we?
Christ almighty. My God. Dude, that's awful. That's awful. I'm sorry. That's awful. You can't do that. Man, oh man. Yikes. Bad. Yeah, fan ran on the field. Chances of making it, John P. I was shocked. I mean, I'm
surprised he didn't run there.
This 2-point conversion's huge.
2-point conversion. Up by 3.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. They still have 3 timeouts left in a minute and 54.
Plenty of time. Plenty
of time to score a touchdown, let alone.
And they got the refs in their back pocket. So this is plenty good for Kansas City. Tell me, how is this scripted?
What do you mean? How's it scripted?
The NFL, they couldn't have scripted this better, right? Another game going down to the last 2 minutes.
Yep. 3 points is what's needed. Yep, I tell you, we'll see how Mahomes comes out. He's looked fantastic this afternoon. Wow, yeah,
Can,
blown coverage. Lindell is saying, "Let's go, Kansas City." Yep.
can Buffalo make a play defensively?
The answer to that's no. I'm telling you, that defense is not as good as you think it is. You're going to see them. They're going to march downfield, however many yards they need. I don't know if they'll score a touchdown. They'll put up a field goal to tie the game. I do not feel very confident in that Bills offense. And the Bills defense has looked, at times. So I don't know. I think the most consistency. I mean, you look at it, right? That was a consistent drive. I'd argue that was the most consistent drive that Josh Allen's had this evening. And again, it required another fourth down conversion. Every consistent drive, they require fourth down conversions. But sometimes you need a little bit of that luck.
Well, it's not luck, it's execution.
Bullshit. Come on. The guy, dude, the blown coverage, the guy twists up on his own ankles. That's not execution. That's, again, it's a blown assignment there by the other.
You're executing on fourth down to pick up those fourth. I mean, they had another fourth down play that they had to pick up on this drive. That wasn't the first fourth down play they converted on this drive.
I'm just saying. Yeah, they had 2 fourth downs again on this drive. Yep. Too much time left for the Chiefs. Absolutely. And a 2-point conversion. Nick D is way ahead of us. Blown coverage, but a lot of time for Mahomes for certain. Sorry, geez. They'll tie it at the very least, says Brian B, for certain. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they walk down and they score a touchdown.
I don't know about that.
I have no dog in the fight. Overtime, perhaps. I tell you, the NFL would love a little overtime action. You're good, Nick D. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll tell you, coming right down to the wire. God Almighty!
I mean, you gotta like the fight in Buffalo, don't you?
I'd say so.
They didn't quit.
I mean, here's the thing: Kansas City's been here plenty of times before, plenty of times.
And like I said, the key is can Buffalo make a play? Can Buffalo
first time trailing in the second half in their last 7 home games?
And there's Mahomes. Oh, little completion, ducked out of bounds.
You're a little bit ahead of me now, but yeah.
You said it was incomplete. Did they say incomplete?
What the hell?
What is going on?
How is that incomplete? Why am I seeing a CBS commercial right now when they're showing incomplete passes? What the fuck? I need to see how that was incomplete. McKinnon looked inbounds. No?
2nd and 10. I guess he was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
What the hell? Really? I need to see the incomplete pass on that.
The official was emphatic about it.
Maybe it was just a really, really poor job by McKinnon then. That's the only thing I could think of. Christ almighty. 2nd and 10. The Kansas City offense.
And he throws it away. 3rd and 10. Nice coverage downfield by Buffalo.
You're a little ahead of me. God damn it. Let me see if I can get it up.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds. Yep, he stepped out of bounds.
My God. Yeah. You got to know where you are in the field.
1 foot down, 2nd down, out of bounds.
Yeah, left foot was out. You got to know. You got to know better.
3rd and 10. 1:39 on the clock.
Overtime coming up, says What a Films. Let's see here. 3rd and 10 is right, Crump.
They haven't sacked him. Oh, I think they did have 1 sack on him today. Big play in the middle, complete to Kelsey. 1st down.
Yep.
Do you burn a timeout or do you just run clock? They're just running clock.
They've got plenty of time. Hurry it up. I mean, I would not. Dude, run hurry up a little bit, though. Why the hell are you taking so long?
Well, Andy Reid and clock management, you don't mention them in the same breath.
And here it is. It takes so long to get even set for the play. I'm sorry. What the hell?
Again, McKinnon.
Well, he was kind of cutting upfield. So, but yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication on that one for sure. And then, yep, Nick D. They're saying camera angles right now are unbelievable. Let's see here, Grump. 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining. Still plenty of time for Kansas City to move the ball down the field.
Tyreek Hill.
My God.
Tyreek Hill. Holy shit.
God.
Holy shit. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill.
Hold on. Is that not taunting when he does this during the field?
That is taunting. That absolutely is taunting.
Here's the thing. I'm not a fan of taunting calls, and I think they're all bullshit. But here it is, right? That Bills defense sucks, buddy. I keep telling you that Bills defense is
where's the flag for taunting? Because they should be getting the ball. They should be kicking the ball from their 20 because that's absolutely taunting.
Well, they're going to score. They're going to hit as long as they hit the extra point here. You're going to be. I mean, it's a 4-point game. My God, a touchdown! Holy shit!
Again, a crossing route. Again, a crossing route.
That's a crossing route. That's for certain a crossing
They're
route.
all. Anytime you cross over the formation, it's called a crossing route, and that's where he's best at because you get him running away from everybody, and everybody's coming in another direction.
He's in man coverage, and he just finds a little slit, a little hole.
And they're up by 4. Can Buffalo score a touchdown?
Man, oh man, boys, we've got quite a bit of action here.
Buffalo still has 3 timeouts. Somehow.
What a great weekend of football, man. What a great weekend of football. Back and forth. Unbelievable. Touchdown Hill. Allen still has plenty of time. I don't know about that one. I mean, that Kansas City defense is miserable. So that's the one plus.
He's just faster. He just outran everybody. That's the whole thing. He's just faster than everybody else. That's what talent does. When you are able to, because they had angles, but he just outran every angle. That's how talented he is.
He's unbelievable for certain. Look at that. Man, oh man.
2 touchdowns in the last 52 seconds.
That Bills defense is giving up 433 yards and 33 points. Here's the thing.
Look at how many but it's been big plays.
That Bills defense is not as
good. That's how Kansas City scores. Kansas City, if you don't stop them with doing their big plays, you beat them. But how many big plays they had today? 10, 15? You have to limit their big plays. That's why the Patriots always played them well, because they limited their big plays. That's why they're able to beat them all the time.
All I'm going to say is this, Grump. The Bills defense, like I told you, is not as good as you thought it was.
Oh, my God.
That's all.
Yo, so maybe it's just Kansas City's offense had a really good game today. Maybe
they did have a really good game today, too. I think it
doesn't diminish what they've done all year as Buffalo, the best defense in the league this year. One game does not diminish that.
Look at who they played. That's all I'm going to say. Look at who they played.
They played Tampa Bay.
Look at who they played as a whole, buddy. Come on,
they played a lot of good teams. They played just as many good teams as Kansas City has.
I'm not trying to say Kansas City. Oh,
I don't understand. I don't understand. Here's the thing: they were the best defense in the league. Period. That's what the stats say. Best. They didn't play the Jets for 17 games. They didn't play Jacksonville in 17 games. It's not what happened. All right, let's get back to the game. Here we go. 1:02 to go. Can Josh Allen lead them back? The Dinkin and Duncan has to be over. The middle of the field is wide open. That middle of the field.
3 timeouts. You still have 3 timeouts left, and look how far back Kansas City safeties are laying off. They're just trying to prevent anything deep.
Oh, what the hell?
Wow. I'm not understanding that one. I mean, maybe you have miscommunication on the route. That's the only thing I can think that's going on right there. Stephon Diggs has been Captain Invisible. Too big of a moment for him today. My God. He's been invisible. Absolutely invisible, Grump.
I don't know.
I love how they circle the running back. Like, look at this open pass right here. Dude, you can't be dumping off to the running back.
You got to go down the field.
You're now 4 points.
You need 5 points. 4 points, yeah. You need a touchdown.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can't be hitting. You can't be Charlie check down anymore. Just can't be doing it.
Oh, big catch by Gabriel Davis again.
He's been
Call a timeout. Call a timeout. Call a timeout. Call a timeout.
You have time. You got plenty of time left. Call it a timeout, but you've got plenty of time left.
You got to call timeout.
49 seconds remaining. My God. I see, like, when you play the prevent defense, you're not going to win.
Again, crossing route. They're there all day. They're there all day. They haven't run them. Now they're starting to run them a little bit.
Again, when you play the prevent defense, you are not going to win.
All you do is prevent yourself from winning. That's all you do.
And again, I get it that this team has struggled, but I don't.
Gabriel Davis, 6 catches, 170 yards, 3 touchdowns. Wow. That's
a
big game for him.
I tell you, Stephon Diggs has been invisible today. Freaking invisible.
He did catch. He did catch the 2-point conversion.
Other than that, he's been invisible. he's been invisible today. And then what a dart. Yeah, that Kansas City secondary is garbage trash for certain. You got to bring pressure. Yeah, they're sending 4-man blitz, dropping everybody back into coverage. It's not going to work out for you.
Another catch by Davis.
And again, he's contested there, but he wins the battle.
Line up, fellas. Come on. Just get up to the line.
33 seconds remaining here in the game. Josh Allen drops back.
He escapes. Throws it out of the end zone. Oh, he's had his hands. Ward had his hands all over Diggs. His hands were all over the wide receiver.
Watch again. Ward knocks.
He's got his hands all over him. He's holding his hand. He's holding his
When you
hand.
saw Stephon
He
Diggs
is holding Diggs' hand
dude, you're
as
like
the ball's coming.
girl.
He is holding his hand.
Like, my God,
He's holding his hand.
Diggs yanked him down after they were fighting for position. They
He's
were
holding
both.
his hand. He's holding Diggs' hand.
My God,
That's holding. Absolute minimum is holding.
my God, they're both fighting for position. Guess what? You don't see coach arguing at it because he knows it's not a call. Diggs then yanks the guy down afterwards. They're jockeying for position, dude. Shit happens. 21 seconds remaining. Now that was holding, and it was called. That was holding
all day long.
That was holding, and it was called.
Emmanuel Sanders with his first catch of the day.
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders is what it is. Yeah. So I mean, he's towards the tail end. Yeah, Diggs should have been called for offensive pass interference. Brian B saying, yeah, it's not a penalty, Grump. I was about to say, Grump. They're fighting for position, man. Come on. First down, penalty declined. 17 seconds left.
2 timeouts left.
My God. Let's see what happens here. 17 seconds remaining. My goodness gracious. This is coming down to the wire, Grump.
What a game. What a game. This best game of the playoffs.
And both of these teams, again, the defenses have been hideous. Both these teams' defenses are not there.
Allen, back to pass. No pressure. Pass down the middle. Holy cramoly's a touchdown.
You got to do better. Again,
Gabriel Davis.
The safety over top. The safety over top. Jesus Christ, Mahomes. He still has 13 seconds. That's not enough time. Andy Reid is a perpetual choker, though. He just is. Always has been. Before Mahomes was there, they never won.
Gabriel Davis, 8 catches, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns. The middle of the field was there all game. They just didn't use it.
I look at this confusion. What the fuck is this? What the hell are they doing? Holy shit. They're just, how the hell is Kansas City you not called him out? You don't know what the hell you're doing.
I don't know what 27 was looking at.
And the safety over top goes the wrong direction too. Holy shit. Your corners are not in the right spot. Your corners are not, they're not prepared. And the safety looks the wrong damn way. I don't know what to tell you, man. Yikes. I mean, all you need is a field goal. You got 3 timeouts in 13 seconds. Not a lot of time. Yikes. What a fantastic end of the game. My goodness, yeah. Wow. Touchdown. Told you. Wow. What the last 4 minutes of this football game. Fantastic for certain. The defense have been hideous for both these teams. Holy F-balls. Wow. And then Brian B saying it's over. I'm not sure. 13 seconds is still enough time maybe to get you in a field goal position.
I don't think so. Tell me you don't line drive this ball down the field on the ground to run more clock.
It doesn't. Okay, you understand it. The clock doesn't start until you go ahead and actually pick it up. If it goes past the 25-yard line, you could just nail it, drains no clock off, right?
Pooch it so that they have to play it.
You
ball's on the ground.
You understand on a kick, if you receive and just take a knee, it automatically stops playing.
If you squib the ball down the field as opposed to kicking it down the field, you don't give them that option.
You pick up the squib and take the knee.
As soon as you touch the ball, the clock starts. As soon as you touch the ball, the clock starts. You can give yourself up in the 10 if you want to.
Oh, my God.
That's fine.
It's in the 20. It's within the 25. But we'll see what they do. It's 13 seconds is not a lot of time.
But they don't have a whole lot of time.
And here it is. That's going to be it. Boop. And they go right through it, through the end zone.
I mean, can you imagine this game going overtime? Holy crap. I don't know. All I know is whoever wins the coin toss is going to win the game.
Kansas City's awful. My God. I'm sorry. Kansas City's defense is awful.
I told you that. I told you.
Trust me. I know their defense is awful. You were vaunting that Buffalo Bills defense like they're the greatest things to slice bread, and I said
they were the best defense in the league this year. That's what I said.
No.
Which they were. They were the best defense in the league this year.
So I don't know. Are you going here for Buffalo calls a timeout? Jeez.
Smart move. Smart move.
Well, here, what does Sean McDermott say? You know what? You don't go to heaven with extra timeouts. So when it looks like your defense and your corner wasn't lined up on the right guy and you look like you had miscommunication, probably should have called a timeout, Andy Reid.
Gabriel Davis has had a game, hasn't he?
He's been wide open.
8 catches.
Hold on. Stop. A game? He's been wide open all the time. Because
8 catches. It doesn't matter. 8 catches, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's had a game today. How did you say he hasn't had a great game today?
Okay. He's put up a lot of stats for certain, dude. Every single reception, every touchdown.
Okay, here we go. Mahomes on the snap. Quick pass to Hill. Doof. Down. They got to call timeout.
You're well
7 seconds left. See, that's the issue. Do they have enough time to get in field goal range?
One more completion's all that's needed, and it's in field goal range.
Okay, it's got to be a big completion.
15 yards? Is that a big completion?
More than 15.
No, look at the red.
So you think he's going to hit a 65-yard field goal? Okay.
No, it's a 50. It's a 50-yarder. About 15 yards, Grumpy. 15, 20 yards. You're back at what?
Oh, they put an extra second on the clock. Thanks, refs. Why don't you put 5 extra back on the clock? Say it was an untimed down. Why don't you do that?
That sounds good, Grump. Oh, man, I tell you. We're in for it, though, Grump. Ooh-wee. I wouldn't mind this game going to overtime.
Whoever wins coin toss wins the game.
I would agree.
That's just the way it goes.
As simple as it gets. Yep, I agree with that, Grump. Wow, that extra point missed and the field goal missed by Butker really might come back and bite them in the ass.
Yep.
So it happens. Yeah, they need to pick up about 20 yards.
And can you do it in one play? Because that's all you're going to get.
Another timeout. Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's all you're going to get is one play.
No, run. I guess. Yeah, I guess you get one play.
You can't run 2 plays. And then you're going to run out of timeouts. Well, I guess you could, but it's like,
I was about to say, you're really cutting
2 4-second plays,
2 to the outside to where it's like, hey, I've got just a quick pass and I just immediately step out of bounds. But I mean, like, I don't know. I think they're going to go for the one longer play. My goodness gracious, guys, we're in for something special. We are in for something special. Look, my hands are getting clammy. I don't know about yours, but my hands are getting clammy, Grumpy. My goodness gracious. My hands are clammy, Grump.
Mine are not clammy.
This has been a back and forth affair, and they need about 20 yards to pick up in order to get in the field goal range. Can Patrick Mahomes pull a little extra magic?
Oh my God, they're in field goal range with 3 seconds to go.
Oh, Grumpy's out of me, damn it. Travis Kelce. That's right. Big reception, Travis Kelce. Man, oh man. Does Butker miss another field goal this afternoon? Does he miss again?
Oh, that's terrible coverage. What are they looking at?
Everybody's just playing to prevent defense. What are they looking at as right? He's trying to protect the outside. They have timeouts.
Winning. All it does is prevent you from winning.
They're lining everybody up so far deep and zone coverage, and they're saying, oh, okay, we'll give you a few yards. Just doesn't make any damn sense.
2 plays. You gave up, 50 yards in 2 plays?
Man, I'm getting nervous. I've had to piss for a while there, Grump, and this game continues.
You called 2 timeouts to prevent that, and you still did it.
This game just keeps going on. Is he going to hit it? It's a 49-yard attempt.
He's going to hit it. And it's right down the middle. Overtime. Holy crap.
Holy shit, ladies and gents.
Game of the year. It's game of the year.
Overtime. Wow. It's tied, says Brian B. We got it. Butker ties the game up.
See, what did Buffalo do wrong in that situation? They stopped playing their regular defense.
You said the same thing about Kansas City when they gave up those yards too. Alexander saying, what a game, overtime. Man.
That's the same defense Kansas City was playing all game.
I'm going to take a piss, Grumpy. I'll be right back. What? Man.
Well, hurry up because I got to go too. I hate to tell you. Move your ass.
You got to go again too, man. I'm the only one who can go twice.
Just go. Hustle it up. What a game. What a game. 2 big passes. Who from the playmakers? Hill. First of all, you let them do a wide receiver screen and you give up 25 yards. You got to get up on those guys. You know they're going to just try to do something to get yardage. They're not going to – time runs out. You had 13 seconds left, and you let them drive 55 yards down the field. That's inexcusable. Inexcusable. I mean, incredible, though. What a game. What a fourth quarter. What a last, 7.5 minutes. And like here, this game is all coming down to the coin toss. Again, what are they even looking at? No one's even looking at Travis Kelce. No one. Who are you going to throw the ball to? Your most dependable wide receiver. I guess Josh Allen, the Bills get the call.
This is the game of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Without
No
a doubt.
doubt about it.
Josh Allen gets the call. Let's see if he makes the right call.
There we go.
It's flipping. It's rolling. Kansas City wins it. You know they're taking the ball.
Oh, man. Kansas City.
I'm going to be right back, TJ.
Alrighty, Grumpy. Oh, my gosh. I tell you, this is one of these games that's an instant classic or has the ability to be an instant classic just because of how it's unfolded here as of late. I don't expect Kansas City to march down the field in the matter of 4 plays and score a touchdown. I mean, the offense has played well today, and that I just don't expect that Buffalo Bills defense to be playing more of a prevent style. And get the magic soccer spray when they start to cramp up. Absolutely. Best game in a long time, says Wood of Films, and overtime. Perfect. I was about to say, man, what a way to cap off your Sunday evening, guys. This is something special. A classic. Absolutely. Frank K says, he also says that prevent was awful. Yeah, I can't agree more. Anytime you play the prevent defense, you just prevent yourself from winning. John P says, great NFL weekend. You're not kidding. From even the first game with the Rams and the Buccaneers, and now this today, we've really been in a treat. And then Alexander saying, yeah, but if KC is smart, they win the toss and receive. And if it's 4th and 3 from their own 30, they go for it and not kick the field goal. Yeah, I'm about to say, I mean, yeah, both of these defenses have really looked porous as of the last 4 minutes. It makes exciting play for us as fans. We get to see some exciting action, but God almighty, if you're the Buffalo Bills defense, you got to try to tighten things up a bit. Mahomes has been slipping away from your grasp all evening. Can you go ahead and rein him in? That's the big question. Can you come up with one? Can you create a sack? You need something that's going to go ahead and put them behind the yards of the line of scrimmage. Is there going to be a self-inflicted wound? You haven't seen a lot of those from either team this evening. I mean, Kansas City's secondary maybe a bit, but that's about it.
I'm just going to say one thing. If Kansas City takes the ball, drive down and score a touchdown, because I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago in the AFC Championship game, you saw Brady and the Patriots do that, and all you heard was the cries. Well, Patrick Mahomes should have had a chance to come back and play. I guarantee you will not hear that narrative if Kansas City drives down the field and scores a touchdown in the opening drive. You won't hear it in everyone saying, well, that's why they need to change the rules. No, the rules are what they are.
Brian B saying, can't believe they tied it. Yep. And again, for those of you new to the channel, welcome, TJ and the Grumpy Old Man. We go live during big sporting events. We go live every Thursday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Sunday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talk sports, all things sports, and have a good time shooting shit. So if you're new to the channel, we invite you to come back, subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, follow on Twitter. But Grumpy, overtime action is here.
Yes, without a doubt.
Oh, Alexander said, I wonder if Hill catches that and not Kelsey, and he takes it in, if Hill was the one catching that football.
Well, the coverage was just soft. The first play in particular, you let him gain 25 yards or 20 yards on that first play. I mean, that they're not running bombs. They're just trying to get closer.
John P says Swiss cheese defense in the 4th, for certain it is. Look at that. Yeah, career overtime record. That was the game you mentioned against the New England Patriots. 25 points in the last minute and 54 seconds. Wow. Let's see here. Grump, you're on second down, correct?
Now it's just going to second down now. They just finished running the ball, 2nd and 6.
Okay, you can actually fast forward. I found a quicker feed, so it won't be behind. You can fast forward a bit. I'm on 3rd and 1 now, Grump.
3rd and 1.
Yep. 14 minutes and 10 seconds. 9 seconds. 8.
13:59, 58.
I'm 14:04. 14:03, 02, 01, 14. Gotcha. Man, Alexander said this is definitely the best game by far, for certain is. What time do the Seahawks play, says Brian B. No, not yet. Now, ooh.
Do me a favor, when it gets to 13:40, let me know.
A little rollout. Nice pass by Mahomes.
Let me know when it gets to 13:40.
I got you, Grump. 13:40. Nice completion there by Mahomes. Gets it out there to Travis Kelce. Nice rollout. Throw him cross body like that.
How do you not know that you have to cover Kelce in these 3rd and short situations?
Yeah.
That's his bread and butter.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, I mean, they're moving the ball right downfield. This Bills defense has kind of been cut up. Let's see here. They're still keeping him honest in a rush, but
I don't understand
1 or 2 yards.
Yeah,
the hole was there by Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but unable to really maximize on it. Man, oh. What a film saying here. Bad time to remind you guys that Bailey grew up in the Buffalo area. Oh, God.
Bailey was playing defense like he was against Tampa Bay on that shorthanded goal.
Yeah.
right there in the last 13 seconds. I
Good
think.
gracious. 2nd and 8. I mean, if you're Josh Allen, I mean, you're moving the ball at will, but I can only imagine the feeling how hopeless it is or helpless it is when you're on the sidelines, not able to do anything when your team, your defense is out there.
Without a doubt.
Little dump off pass here to Jerick McKinnon. He picks up enough of the first down. They are at, they're at the Buffalo Bills 38-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, there's no, like I said, whoever got the ball first was going to drive in and score a touchdown. Like I said, you just won't hear the media narrative. Oh, well, Josh Allen, the Bills should have got the ball. You won't hear that.
Okay,
that's my prediction.
Man, oh man, I tell you.
They need to come up with a big play on defense.
I was about to say they need a sack. They need something to stop momentum.
Something to stop the bleeding.
Yep. Do something uncharacteristic because what's going on so far is they're moving the ball at will. There's a little bit of sidearm. Tyreek Hill, man, oh man, he is so elusive.
Look at that. He's still going.
How many tackles can he avoid?
You know what? You really got to lay him out. You can't soft tackle him, man. You need to pound him into the ground.
He is so unbelievably elusive. And that you talk about a gunslinger, man. He just sidearm whipped that thing. Missed tackles. Two missed tackles. God almighty. Alexander saying, yeah, Islanders should give Buffalo Bailey for a bag of pucks. Alexander saying here, nice play calls so far for certain. They've been moving the ball. I mean, you're certainly in field goal range, even if your drive stalls out, as long as you don't take a sack.
Second and
6.
All Buffalo can hope for is that they keep them out of the end zone.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Wide open.
He steps out of bounds.
Why are you stepping out of bounds there?
Hardman, why are you not fighting for yards, dude? Why are you not fighting for yards? Why not fight for yards, Michelle Hardman?
Closer. Now you got 4 downs. I mean, because here's the thing, they're going to go for it on 4th down. You got to. Oh my God!
Dude,
back inside.
Look at that. Dude, I need to show a little effort because when you get to the goal, it's tougher to yards.
Again, the crossing route. All day, the crossing routes have been there all day.
544 yards of total offense for this Kansas City Chiefs offense. So
yeah, and about 150 in the last 2 minutes.
Let's see here. Oh, there it is. Travis Kelce.
Touchdown. There's your game.
Travis Kelce scores. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the Buffalo Bills. Man, oh man, I tell you,
fantastic game.
What a game! I had a feeling. We said it earlier on. I think whoever had the ball last is going to win today.
Whoever got the ball in overtime was going to win. That was it right there.
For certain, grumpy old man. Wow,
what a game!
We're in for a treat this evening. That's for certain.
What are they doing?
What are they talking about?
What are these idiot officials even talking about?
I couldn't tell you, but the game is over. I don't know what's going on though. Hold on.
What the hell are you talking about?
What's going on, guys?
I don't know.
Are they saying that there was they're reviewing if he was out of bounds? No, he was in, no? Or maybe he dropped the football. Or maybe he bobbled the ball.
Oh, he did bobble it, but I think he got 2 feet down.
Oh, when he goes to the ground, maybe he loses it. I don't know. What are they looking at here?
I don't know. But to me, that's a touchdown catch.
Ooh, I don't know.
That's a touchdown catch. Come on.
So let's see. You get the left foot down. You get the right foot down. What are they saying? Maybe he bobbled it. I don't know.
The ball came.
I think it's a touchdown, no?
Yes. I don't know why they're even wasting their time with that. It's just a tip NFL. I mean, why? It was a touchdown. You don't need to go into a big, long review on that.
That's a tough loss for Buffalo. Again.
I blame their coaching staff for their idiotic play calling.
Another tough loss for Buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's been officially announced as final. They finally give it to the end, Grump.
Yeah.
But again, for those of you new, we invite you to stick around. We invite you to subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, and follow on Twitter. It's a twice-a-week sports podcast where we talk sports and shoot the shit. We go live every single Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also cover anytime there's a big game, like today, big game. But Grump, what do you want to say before we wrap things up on this broadcast? So this,
I just want to say love and laughter to everyone who listens, and even those who don't, from TJ and the Grumpy Old Man.
Absolutely, Grumpy. What I think we might do is just because this game went to overtime, Grump, we might just skip the podcast portion this evening, and we'll be back at it and do a normal podcast live on Thursday.
Okay. Remember, the Islanders play Thursday night on Hulu and ESPN. against the LA Kings.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well,
which is fine. I don't care, but I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, we'll have to talk about it, Grump. But
Okay.
thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Man, what a hell of a game, guys. What a hell of a divisional playoff weekend. As fans, as football fans, if you were not glued to the TV for, I don't know, maybe about 12, 16 hours this weekend, oh, man, you did it wrong. This was a fantastic evening, guys. Fantastic game. An instant classic. This is going to be one of these games that you tell your kids about. One of these games you talk about, and everybody will always know. Oh, yeah. Do you remember that game? Oh, they scored 25 points in a minute and 53 seconds.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Thank you, Grumpy Old Man, for being a part of the podcast. As always, is there anything you want to say before we wrap things up?
Nope. I already said it. But thank you very much.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, we love talking with you guys. We love communicating with you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We'll be going live Tuesday for the Islanders Never Say Die podcast when the Islanders play. So we're going to get ourselves a little Monday off, Grumpy. First day off in a while. First day off in about a week. So, but thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you around next time. Again, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, follow on Twitter. We'll see you guys here very soon.